going. Welcome to episode 34 of the Ready Game Fire podcast. I'm your host Chris Fox. With me today are Ryan Crawford.
What up, homies?
Mike Powers.
The unfinished
And Steve Edwards.
Hello.
Now that was a 2-day away joke, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
You've
thought
been
yesterday.
sitting on that one.
Terrible. It's absolutely appalling.
Oh, what did you do? You said hello. I mean,
Yeah, I
what?
know. Imagine that.
Was
I liked
this-
when you said hello.
Just
No one
polite.
else, no one else did.
a good
3-star
start.
review.
I haven't seen Chris for a while. I say hello to him. I don't make some shit joke about a PSN exclusive.
Oh, well, PS Exclusive got the unfinished one that's out today for PS Plus users. Yes.
You did laugh a lot though when the Mike the Power thing was read back. We just watched our video
Yeah,
from
it's
Eurogamer
really good.
2012, which you should all check out on our YouTube channel.
I was laughing because I thought about this earlier. Because I think I look like a dick when I say that. But when I said it, you cracked up.
What did you
And
laugh
that
at?
was funny. When you did it again, it looked like I was being serious.
It's
Calling myself
unsuspe-
Mike the Power.
Because I was because
Well, exactly.
it's not
That was funny. You should have left the laughter in.
It was
Otherwise, I
on
look like
you.
I'm just being a. Hi, Ryan.
No, you look like you were just smiling like
Good.
a normal young boy.
Good.
If only people knew. Now, you guys don't know this, but today, the 17th of October, is our 2-year anniversary
Oh, really?
from when we recorded the first one.
Didn't we do this last?
Wow.
We were surprised last year when it was.
It wasn't the
1 year
2-year
too.
last year.
Was it
Definitely.
not?
No.
What was it
That was a
last
big
year?
step.
Definitely not.
Definitely new.
We've come so far.
That's good.
We've replaced Dan with Ryan.
Yeah.
That's how far we've come.
Good times. I liked when you
Welsh
replaced
with
them.
cool. That's what we've done.
Yeah,
Upgrade.
Exactly.
Upgrade. He's wearing a Mr. Cool t-shirt.
I am. I have 4 different Mr. Cool t-shirts.
Is
and
he
I-
always a
I
triangle?
chose to wear this one today.
That's Mr. Cool, the Mr. Man, not Mr. Cal, the rapper slash
People
singer
get that confused
of Shake Your Ass.
all the time.
Watch yourself.
Today we're bringing you all the news. We've got shitloads of features, so prepare those eardrums, and we'll also be giving you our lists of our favourite all-time weapons in gaming.
Ka-ching!
Yeah. Shall we bring back what have you been playing very briefly? Mike, what have you been playing?
Too much.
Yeah. What mostly? You've been playing Dishonored, haven't you?
I made Dishonored and Borderlands 2 and Tokyo Jungle. Oh, it's wonderful. But I've had to put it on back burner because Dishonored is top notch. If not a little frustrating. It's not as good as everyone's saying. It's not nowhere near perfect. It's flawed. It's a flawed gem. I'll give it that little thing.
Like I said, I'm trying to get a copy at the moment.
Yeah.
For free.
Hint. Hint.
Yeah, I've been playing mainly DLC for other games, including Leviathan for Mass Effect 3.
Oh, really? How's
Now, I texted Ryan about this because I was in a huge panic because
Who
I
was?
finished the game, and it's just DLC that you access from your private terminal or your Galaxy map. So if you finish the game, what do? Where's the clear info? It wasn't there. What, I'm supposed to load an old save and interrupt the canon of my Shepherd? Well, I did that. I had to do it.
It's unacceptable.
My Shepherd.
I will be starting my Renegade playthrough soon, Steve. I will need Mass Effect 1 back if you don't mind.
Yes.
And I need to keep your 2 because, yeah.
I need 3
Whoa,
back.
whoa,
on
whoa.
mine.
Why don't you just wait till 1, 2, and 3 come out on PS3?
Exactly.
That's what we get.
I'm excited. I'm going to play Mass Effect 1 for the first time.
First time. I'm so excited for
That's
you.
very cool.
It's got to be great.
But I want to re-import my Shepherd from 3 back into
Why
1.
would
I
I?
don't know that's gonna happen.
Why would I start playing it on the thing?
Because you're making a brand new
Oh,
playthrough.
trophies.
Trophies.
That's interesting.
Bling,
is
bling, bling.
Precious trophies.
Yeah, because but like I was saying, I was FemShep the whole time, and male Shepherd does not sound as good. He is cheesy, and I'm going to be doing.
I don't know.
This is 100% correct.
It's
No,
unanimous,
no, no,
Mike.
no.
I'm not really.
60%.
I can't really judge because I've only done male ship. So.
Trust me, FemShep is the way to go.
She's definitely.
I don't
got the
believe
better-
her.
But I prefer male
What
ship.
do you mean?
Because that's who I've had.
Yeah, I know, but trust me, the voice is better. Look, because I've done a lot of male playthrough, and the voice is like, it's kind of
Played a lot of
cheesy.
males.
Makes it more like B-movie like. And my Renegade, he's going to be called Shakedown Shepherd. He's going to be as black as night with really bright blue eyes. And I want him to be serious when he talks. And I'm like, hey, Joker, how you doing in that chair you're sitting in? That's what he sounds
It's
like.
true. You
alright.
can never quite be renegade.
And FemShep is...
That's fair
In the
point.
early ones, definitely.
She's stern,
Surely,
isn't she?
surely in 3 you can be a bit more evil.
Yeah, but there's too many middle lines where he just delivers it a bit
Yeah.
plain.
Well, there's a reason why Jennifer Hale is in as many things as she is. 'Cause she's a brilliant voice actor. And there's a reason why Cheesy McCheese, or whatever his name is,
That's right, yeah.
isn't in anything else. Probably. I've done no research.
I like it.
Yeah, Leviathan's really good, and it got me excited for Omega, which is coming up in December or November.
Oh yeah.
Single player
Where
DLC.
Aria Talok joins your team, and it's all on Omega.
I'm gonna like that's what I thought they'd do in 3. I thought she'd be
I thought
a
she'd
character
be
in
there.
3. But
Carrie Ann Moss.
Which one's
Is that who it is?
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Swick.
What has Stephen Ryan been playing?
Playing a bit Dead or Alive. a new one. It's not bad, and a bit of FIFA as well. Yeah, that's all I have time to play.
Well, we'll come on to
Okay.
Ryan's
Ryan.
new.
Golf. We'll come on to Ryan.
Well, we'll come on to. I can't. And the fact that you said you weren't going to talk on this one as well, you're worse than ever. Opposite day, is it? In that case, I'm so happy to have you here. You lovely person.
Yeah, I've been playing new FIFA. I'm appalling at it. Like,
Sure.
it's just a normal thing when you get the new FIFA. Everyone's shit.
Changes a lot, does it?
Yeah, they always change stuff for no reason because the last game was perfectly fine.
Well, you got to shift those new games, though, haven't you?
Yeah,
I
get
thought
the
it was
new one
really.
out.
I thought it was really screwed up. I realised I was holding trick instead of
You
sprint.
don't play FIFA that
I
much.
did.
do
I
you?
played old tournament the other day.
Play it?
There was that time that Mike and Steve beat you and Lee at
Oh.
FIFA.
Oh
and
yeah.
No recollection of the
let's
event.
just say
we're
one
talking
person was really annoyed.
Lee Goldsmith.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, we need to
Can
make
I?
it at some
Yeah.
point.
Well, we'll just say this now. If you're a part of the gaming industry, our good friend Rocky has been slaving away and has created a new social networking site for people within the industry called asdesign.com. That's as-design.com. And yeah, join up because it's really, really cool and you should definitely check it out. Rocky has been a supporter of us since day one,
It's a
so
good
it's really,
shout.
really cool. He's
It's
such
a
nice
it's a
guy.
fun site for something that's, I guess, kind of
Yeah.
work related. It's industry related, but it's a bit of fun. Like people post a lot of fun stuff on there.
Yep.
Get involved.
Asdesign.com, thank you very much. And Steve, finally, what have you been playing?
A game called Space Kim. I've played a little bit.
It's like
Dabbled.
40 hours, is it?
Yeah, that's all I've been playing really.
It's a
It's-
puzzle
40
game.
hours?
Puzzle
yeah,
game.
it's about 40 hours on a game called Space Kim.
What is it?
It's this really like cool game where you like make like.
Sexy ladies and it's not.
Alright,
It's not about
alright.
chemistry.
I didn't talk over Dishonored. Yes.
No, but it's Mike. It's Mike I'm not going to talk about.
It's you basically. It's like chemistry set. You just like create like
Yeah.
different elements into other elements, and you got to fill the reactor with these elements, and that's how it works. But it's like the greatest puzzle game I've ever played. I'm
bloody
saying that out right
difficult.
now.
So Space Chem.
It's really difficult, but it's like the most satisfying game I've ever played. Like when you figure out a solution to a puzzle, it's like you create your solution as opposed to you like there is no set way to do it. You just everyone's way is different of doing it, and it's amazing. It's a really good game.
Mine's the
But-
same as the guy's YouTube video I followed.
Yeah, Mike's terrible at it. I like Mike was like, no, I won't like it. I was like, Mike, I know you won't like this game.
I do like it.
You can't get past like the first
It's
level.
tough. It's tough. It's tough stuff.
And yeah, that's it. Oh, and I bought Uncharted yesterday.
Oh, I tried one.
Uncharted 1.
PSN, yeah,
Nice.
$10.99, 18 gig. I had to delete so much.
Why did you
So
do
much.
it?
Why?
So I don't
Why?
own it, and I thought I'll fancy playing it again. So that's a fair enough reason, I suppose, isn't it?
That is,
That's
yeah,
really-
that is. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of stuff on PSN. Like Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition is free on PS Plus this week. Borderlands was free. The PlayStation Plus strategy is clearly working very well because now I think, oh, I'll wait and see if that comes discounted to Plus soon. And speaking of PlayStation Plus, if you want a free month subscription to that, then enter the code 3TNT 4JNB JL9C 3TNT 4JNB JL9C. All right.
And don't be alarmed when you go in there because the PlayStation Store will look a lot different now.
And speaking of the DLC that I've been playing, I've also been playing more Mario Kart on the DS with Annie. Forget these new Super Mario Bros. 2 extra levels that you can now download. Where's a Mario Kart 7 track
I
pack?
thought they was coming.
No,
That'd be great.
God.
wouldn't it?
They're not scared. If they're going to release the Mario Kart 7 tracks, they're not.
I
They
just,
patched it.
I just wish they would be more smart and yeah, just give us more tracks. I don't care if they're all old tracks. People will pay for them, and I will pay for them, and I would love that. So Nintendo, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are,
Definitely.
Reggie, Mario Kart, please, Mario Kart. Time for second-hand news.
This is the news.
Obviously, the biggest news story is the fact that my house, i.e., my parents' house, has been scouted by a director, and it might be in the Sainsbury's Christmas ad.
Oh snap!
Oh shit.
Richard Hammond might be coming out of my front door with a great big Christmas ham.
Morrison's. Him and Hanson.
Oh, who's Sainsbury's?
Sainsbury's
He's
is Jamie
Oliver.
Oliver.
Oh,
Just
no.
hobbling
Oh
around.
God, you don't want that.
Bish bosh, Fox House, bosh, bish bosh.
I don't want him dribbling all over my fucking house. Jesus.
It's exciting, though.
I bet Mrs. Fox is excited.
Well, they'll only be using the exterior. The director will be popping over on Tuesday to see if my house gets through to the judges' houses of
That's amazing.
the Sainsbury's Christmas advert
Is
houses.
it literally just strolled past and thought, ooh, that's
Yeah, it's like when you spot a gorgeous girl and you went, "All right, love, I work for a magazine." Yeah, it's like that.
Just leave a few Sainsbury's bags outside the front door.
Yeah, and hide my Tesco club card.
Oh, God.
So obviously that's the biggest news story. Other news stories include: did you guys hear about this thing of Microsoft rewarding people for achievement points?
Oh, who cares?
What is the question?
Who cares?
Not bothered.
Black Ops.
No.
Well, when you first hear that points you've collected from achievements will give you rewards.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you're like, that's cool. But the prizes, the rewards, quote unquote, are shit. You're a contender if you've got between 3,000 and 9,000 gamer points. You're a champion if you've got.
contender.
You're a champion if you've got between 10,000 and 24,999 gamer points, and you're a legend if you've got 25,000 gamer points and up. And you're like, that's awesome! I'm going to get awards for this. This is great. If you're a champion, you get a 1% rebate on Xbox Live Marketplace purchases every month. But if you're a legend, that's 25,000 and up.
Who could possibly care?
You get a 2% rebate on all your live purchases every month. So
What do you get if you're a
Fuck's
contender?
if you're a contender, you get a special gift during your birthday month. And that probably means for your birthday month, you get a 0.25% rebate on all your marketplace purchases.
Do you have to be a gold member for this incredible?
Oh, of course you do. You're not a gold member.
Well, I'm plan not to be pretty soon.
Why?
Well, I need to be a gold member to buy DLC?
You need to be a gold member to go into a party.
Do you need gold to
Don't
party?
cancel. Play your Xbox more.
Do you need gold to party chat? Because that could ruin all the
I-
PS3 games.
Yes, you need it to
there you
go.
go.
I just said party.
I am thinking of buying Halo 4. So
I'm really buying it.
Yeah. I'm bought a game for ages.
Of all the games you
Just YouTube. Oh yeah, that's another news story. All the Halo 4 stuff is leaked, so just YouTube the video. But apparently people keep posting it in like every internet page. Someone spoiled Halo 4. They're on like cooking websites. Seriously, people are really upset because they've just gone onto an innocent page and a comment's been, oh, here's the. By the way, Master Chief is actually an alien.
Samus.
Yeah, exactly.
Master Chief could be a girl.
Yeah, don't cancel. Just play your Xbox more. Play Trials.
But like, I could play Trials without gold.
Yeah, but just play your Xbox more. Just
No,
play them all
it's,
more.
It's not. It's financially not a very.
Not financially viable.
No.
Don't be
Hasn't
silver, mate. Silver's for losers.
You don't pay rent, so I think you should pay gold. So what do people think of those awards then? Good idea, but weak prizes.
Great idea, but that's pretty much exactly it.
It's
Not enough
hard
weeks
to-
there, I think.
It has to be weak though. You can't reward people. You
people.
can't reward people for like whacking
Playing their game.
7,000
Can't
rounds.
reward
Like,
people for paying money for their game.
Yeah,
and playing the shit out of them.
You can.
And playing the hell out of
the
them.
reward.
Nothing
What do you mean can't?
The reward is already owning the game. Is playing the incredible
Bollocks.
game. Them
Bollocks.
people throwing their
Platinums
lives
are hard.
away by achieving
Not on certain
ridiculous
games.
things.
Platinums and 100%
No.
are hard.
I think the people get enough already out of achievements and trophies. They don't need rewards. For them.
I'm
Alright,
halfway
fair
between the
enough.
two. It's not enough. Let's be honest. I mean, no one's even going to bother to use. I guess it just happens.
A little bit bigger than that would be nice.
1% and a theme. 1% and some gamer picks. 1%.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly. Or just
something.
or just
That's
the,
not
or just the theme. Or just the game.
Something
picks.
you're gonna notice.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
1%.
yeah, exactly. That's something you notice.
Fuck
Exactly right. It's something you notice.
Fucking
You don't
waste.
notice 1%. That's off of 1,200 points.
It's
'cause
fine as it is. Doesn't need extra.
Fair point. But it'd be nice. Like, I think,
ribbon.
for example, my thing with trophy levels, it'd be nice if for each trophy level you just got like a little avatar that said like level 1 trophy. That kind of stuff would be enough. But they don't even have that. So 1% off a game is something.
It is something. It's a step. It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's all coming.
But I think anyone who's played that Avatar game, not James Cameron, but The Last Airbender, that Avatar, anyone who played that, game for the notoriously easy 1,000 Gs, they should immediately be disqualified from the
Exactly.
scheme.
I mean, there should be a criteria of the good games to play.
Exactly. V. Delete any V's if I've gone over. I can never remember. It's coming to
8.
iOS and Android, so that's good news, isn't it?
Anyway, yeah. I mentioned this to Mac and Mike earlier,
Yeah.
and Mac just replied saying
Sorry, got my laugh there. It was too funny.
he just replied, "Fuck iOS." No, was it fuck iPhone, fuck iPad, and fuck Android? And that's all it said. And I was like,
Wow.
Cheers, mate.
That's what I said. Wow.
Yeah, but his
Exactly
phone.
what I
That is
said.
what I said. He just replied, wow, alright.
Well, if he's going to say stupid things like that, then we're going to call him out on this podcast when he's not here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I say this to you, Mac. So listen up. It's time to move with the times, my friend. I texted him a picture the other day. His phone can't even receive pictures. But Mac's always like, you never tell me when the new podcast is up. But he's not on Facebook, he's not on Twitter, and he doesn't answer his phone or reply to text messages.
And he can't click on the link in his text message to take him to the internet.
So
Like,
those-
again.
yeah,
Send him a letter.
They were the
Come on, guys. That's true.
He needs to know.
yeah, just
Shout
know.
really
Tell him-
loud and see if he hears it.
Dear Mac, stop. New RGF up. Stop.
Bless him.
Fuck iOS. Oh my god.
Brilliant. But I said more more rationally. Like I love VVVV.
Yeah, this is
I
the-
didn't finish it.
This is the thing that I thought as well when I first.
Like it's exciting because I'm glad it's coming to as many platforms as possible
Did
because
we
it's
know?
brilliant. But yeah, that game is Twitch control. Like you need to be. I was hard enough trying to get exact, precise things from spacebar to change gravity and up.
It's like Meat Boy being on iOS,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's just not going to work because
Well, Carmageddon didn't work very well, did it?
it required. But Carmageddon at least it's quite a generous
Does need
game.
precision,
VVVVVV is all about constant deaths, constant respawning, tackling difficult areas over and over and over, and it's going to be. It's not going to work. But like Mike says, it's cool that it's on there.
I hope Matt gets stuck on FM mobile for the rest of his Sega career.
No, that's not a bad thing.
You don't wish that on anyone.
Alright, alright.
God's sake.
The Wii U Pro controller will boast 80 hours of battery life.
Which one's the Pro controller? The one
The
on
Xbox
screen?
one.
Oh, the Xbox one. Well, what the?
I don't. I can't even believe that.
It's still news. So we'll talk about it.
80 hours.
Yeah.
80.
That's amazing.
I heard someone really slam that. It was
Who?
on IGN gave it a very bad review. The Pro Controller said it was very.
They've reviewed the Pro controller.
Not reviewed it. They played it and they gave their impressions.
Really?
Said it was flimsy.
I saw
and
Kotaku
the
did that
buttons
as
were
well.
maybe it was Kotaku.
Oh,
And
no.
the buttons were very rubbish.
No.
Which is a shame because actually the Wii Classic controller was pretty decent. Like,
Yeah, but that was the classic controllers on the Wii. Those are too light, and they don't feel substantial.
but that's what you said.
enough
Yeah,
in
it's
hand.
just too light. It's just too
bollocks.
light.
That's a shame. Oh well.
Yes, but 80 hours you can have it. 80. I don't.
80
what
hours
last
you-
8 hours?
Nothing.
Just charge your control pad.
Charge
up,
it every
man,
night.
For
Yeah.
fuck's
Still
sake.
news though.
Not
Anyway,
a big
moving on.
deal.
Yeah, Xbox Music has launched, and the new dashboard update is now live with Xbox Music and Internet Explorer. Xbox Music is their Spotify/iTunes service that they're now going to be offering on all Microsoft devices. And I didn't know this, but they've got 30 million songs on their database, and iTunes have only got 26 million.
That's pretty impressive. But I was hearing it's quite useless for Xbox users.
Useless.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like it's more designed not for people on Xbox. It's more designed for people on Surface, on Windows 8.
Yeah.
On Xbox, I didn't quite read what it was, but it was about the connection wasn't as good, or it just didn't have because the Xbox doesn't have that same interface. So Xbox Music's a bit of a
Why is
misnomer.
it called Xbox Music?
Well, I'll still do what I always
the
do,
brand.
which is put a load of songs on a USB stick and stick them in my Xbox.
Exactly, that's
So
what we
if
need.
Xbox Music doesn't allow me to do that, then I'll be annoyed.
So you have to use Internet Explorer on Xbox now.
No, it will now be on there.
It'll be
You
on
won't
there.
have to.
Thank
You
fuck
don't
for
have,
that.
There's no browser on there right
Jesus Christ. Internet Explorer is like cheap toilet paper. It
now. Haven't you heard that?
just falls apart when you try and use it.
Yeah, but,
You're not
it's
supposed
always
to be
there
wiping
if you
your arse
need
with
it.
that.
You know, it's,
But it feels like I've been advertising Internet Explorer.
Just Shazam the advert.
When that
that
comes
song
on,
is you're good.
when that comes on, I do
song.
want to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I almost get fired up enough to fire up Internet Explorer,
The rest of that song's rubbish.
but I don't.
Just makes me
Go
want
back
to
to
kill
Chrome.
myself.
I like to see the competition's still alive between Sony and Xbox. Sony and Xbox? Microsoft and Sony, and they'll still, with everything else, they'll still then release their updates on the same day as well today. Dashboard update and PSN Store update.
It's
Like,
like-
they still
Do you know what it's like? It's like
Brilliant.
Strictly and X Factor going out at the same
Right,
time.
exactly.
Just change them slightly.
just go a week later. It doesn't matter. Like,
Come on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just funny that
You
they
try and
still-
change the system, man.
Man, someone else changes with you.
New Red Dwarf is all right.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and that is big news.
I watched the episode where Lister took the chef exam to try and get a higher
That's
rank than
series
Rimmer.
one, eh?
It is
Series
episode
one.
3 of series 1.
Yeah.
I've been.
How did I do, Mr. Lister, sir?
That's good.
Anyway.
I like it.
The new Red Dwarf is shockingly watchable.
Have you watched them?
Oh yeah, I'm up to date.
Because I bought a box set recently, and I'm cracking through. I'm up to just about to start series 4, so I thought might as well just wait and get to the end before I watch series 10.
Just don't watch 8. Don't watch 9. Don't ever watch 9.
7.
Oh my
as well
god.
is not great.
And yeah, but there's bits in 7 that are all right. Like the first episode with Kennedy's all right. But yeah, the new one, It's kind of just light-hearted and it's made me chuckle. So watch it, and it's not stupidly complicated with this bullshit sci-fi plots. My
And
God.
bumping into Coronation Street actors.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, awful. Anyway, so yeah, I've been keeping up with Red Dwarf. I've also been keeping up with the new Turtles. Now, in the current Turtles incarnation,
Chris has picked up a Donatello toy.
the voice of Raphael from the 80s and 90s does the voice of Donatello in the new episode, and it's a mindfuck. I can't get over it.
Complete mindfuck.
Does his voice is it matured?
That's the
It makes it,
He. Well, I mean, he's not. It's Rob Paulson's voice. His name is Robert
I was about
Paulson.
to say, yeah.
So what did he not? Did he interview for Raphael and not
They,
get the
no,
part?
they offered him the
Like,
part. They said to him, you are what we want for our vision of Donatello. But man, when you watch it, I can't, because we grew up with that era of the Turtles. It's weird. It's
try it.
it takes you out of the experience.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
But Jason Biggs from American Pie is the new Leonardo, and Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee is the new Raphael,
Oh, he's not edgy at all.
Uncle Phil isn't splintered in.
Michelangelo.
and April O'Neil is voiced by Egg from Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, you told me. I love all
Handhog,
that casting.
handhog.
Who's Michelangelo then? You probably
Some
don't
guy.
care. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't care.
they phased him
Who
out.
cares?
There's only
Who
three.
the hell cares?
He's just sound bites from the old 80s cartoon.
Who were the
Just
three
favourite.
clowns that liked Michelangelo on the podcast? that
Me,
time?
Deering, and Rathbone.
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
be three more
know.
amazing
Three
people.
jabbering idiots.
We had the only 3 Michelangelo fans in the world together in one room.
It's terrible. Isn't it?
We should have got the actors, all the voice actors who were playing around, and had a right old convention.
They're
It
not
would have
much,
been.
are they?
Mike Con. Oh, I love that.
But yeah,
Amazing.
Mike Fest.
Just Mike. Just for you.
It's a Michelangelo. It just happens that
I
like,
know.
similar name.
Got that.
I tweeted the other day that I really hate it when DJs and podcasters eat on mic, because I've got a problem with that anyway, and when it's right in my ear, I hate it. And Mike replied with, "What about Mike eating food on the mic, on the mic?"
When did he say that?
Do you know what I replied to it? Nothing.
Yeah, I
Fuck
didn't
off.
hear. Actually,
I
no,
didn't.
fine. But speaking of voice actors,
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving's been going on a rampage.
Oh,
God,
recently.
he's
been
not
great.
happy at all, is he?
He got,
Whoa, what's this
Hugo
new
Weaving was
story?
interviewed, I think, at New York Comic Con, and first of all, a little story came out saying
Yeah,
something
this
like,
is- this is
"Oh, I
class.
can't. Yeah, I wasn't so interested in Red Skull and Captain America, and I guess it was a nice experience." A day later, the article comes out. Fuck Transformers. Hugo Weaving comes out and
Yeah,
says
this
it's
is
the one thing he's
mad.
ever done in his career that he didn't give a shit about, didn't do anything for.
He said it took 2 hours to record.
Yeah.
He never met Michael Bay.
Never
He
Skyped him.
barely knew what he was for.
Well, fair enough. I mean,
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Michael
to-
Bay, you know,
He's got off easy. Let's put it.
Yeah,
that way.
exactly. He got to make his money.
He's
out of
lucky.
the gun.
He's the lucky one.
people say, "Oh, come on, it's a film based on a cartoon based on a toy series," but you can make a good story out of anything.
Yeah.
And I just hate Michael Bay's sensibilities. His sense of humor pisses me the fuck off. Oh, how Americanized, crass can I be? Wow, look at his balls. Or in the first one, and by that I mean when Constructicons
Yeah.
literally got 2 big balls swinging around. And in the first movie,
Which one's that?
that was in the second film.
second one.
But in the first
Rise
movie,
of the
I ain't got that
something.
far.
yeah, in first Rise of the Robots. In the first film, which is the best of the 3.
Oh, that's saying something.
I know, right.
If you've got to
It
pick
is.
an illness,
But then it's like, oh,
God.
Bumblebee, lubricate the good man. And then Bumblebee
gosh,
pisses on him. And you're like,
Tune in tomorrow.
and that's not the Clob firing there.
Get to that later. Agent Smith tomorrow, I hope.
oh, that'd be.
Just starts cracking on saying,
I
"Oh,
don't
that
think
awful role."
I think this Hugo Weaving thing and Transformers is more about Michael Bay than for not bothering to get your actors involved in the process. I mean, come on, how hard is it to just kind of
And
bring him in a bit?
Megan Fox did go on a massive tirade about Michael Bay,
Oh, he's
which was a stupid thing to do,
Yeah.
but maybe she's got a
to be
point.
fair to him, at least he don't.
And she can say whatever she wants.
She really can.
I don't think she had a point because she called him Hitler.
I'll give her a point, Steve.
It reminded me of how Orson Welles totally wrote off the Transformers film, the animated film, saying. But he slammed the film. He was like, "This film's about a bunch of toys," and I hated it. Hugo Weaving, he sounds like a classy man. He was all like, "I'm sorry to say this, guys, but I really didn't care at all about this film," and he was still saying,
I
you
haven't
should-
seen-
saying
I've
you
only
should have
read
done it. Yeah, it's good. I didn't. I
haven't seen.
That was me
like,
interpreting his lovely. I'm sure he's a lovely man.
Oh,
He just shakes. He's
He
just
does
lovely.
look great, doesn't he?
I know.
While we're still on the subject,
Elrond hates
Oh
him.
no.
I hope he just starts slagging everything. I'm saying, "Oh my god, these ridiculous ears I had to wear. I look like a fucking bellend." That's amazing.
And are you looking forward to the release of The Hobbit? Fuck Tolkien
Yeah. Jackson can fuck off as well whilst we're at it.
and all of his fans.
It's like, whoa, we've been...
Nerdy wizard, Dungeons and Dragons. Do one. I'm cashing the checks, mate. Fuck you.
He's amazing.
Go back to Australia. Was he Kiwi?
He's not Kiwi, no.
While we're on the subject of not games, I saw a trailer, or an advert rather, for the American remake of Sherlock, known as Elementary,
Oh yeah.
with Johnny Lee Miller. He's Sherlock, and as Watson is Lucy Liu.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, I saw this. I saw a picture of it.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
And I've recently watched all the Sherlock, and I do like it a lot. I think it's really good.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
I'm missing
Check it out.
I'm missing
In
it.
fact,
so many things to watch.
I know.
I do.
Apparently Homeland's incredible.
Steve,
Yeah.
I've got the first 2 from Love Film on Blu-rays. Just take
Mike
that with
sent me
you.
a link the other day. Breaking Bad has got a 99 Metacritic
Yeah.
score. at the
Yeah.
moment. And the hilarious thing is, it's like 2300s and 167.
Yeah.
And that's the review score. It's like, wicked, mate.
Breaking Bad's great.
You've single-handedly dragged what could be the greatest thing ever
From 100, yeah.
from 100.
Looking forward to that coming back.
Highest series ever. I just-
Thrones as well. Watch that.
Thrones.
Halfway through season
I've got
3.
Mad Men on Blu-ray. And I've been watching for a year and a half Sopranos.
So the American remake of Sherlock. Now, it's not even an American guy playing Holmes. It's another English guy.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm reaching my boiling point with these American
Yeah,
remakes
yeah.
because it's just listen, American TV networks, ABC, NBC, the WB, all you pricks, and the USA as well. Just take a chance, show a British series at prime time, and I guarantee you, your audience won't go, who are these people with the accents that I can't understand? I mean, some people will say that exact line, but I don't like the way they're like, oh god, the accents have been too jarring. We absolutely must remake this. Fuck that. Especially when you're going to cast another English guy in a role that Cumberbatch has already smashed out of the park.
I've got something that will turn you round on this, though.
Go on.
Little thing called Fools and Horses remake. Christopher Lloyd as Grandad. Bang! That's how you knock out the park, mate.
When was
I
that?
haven't heard this. That's amazing.
Yeah, it irritates me. Just show more English shows over there. Stop remaking everything. I mean, look at Spaced USA. Look at Red Dwarf USA. You know,
The IT Crowd USA. I've seen the unaired pilot for that, and that's abysmal.
a lot of people like the In-Betweeners. I don't, but apparently the US In-Betweeners was absolute garbage.
Regular
Maybe we'll
In-Between
like
is
it.
garbage as well.
Yeah, maybe we will like
That's
it.
how
Yeah.
it works.
It's a good point. But yeah, and also Bill Murray once said that Lucy Liu is an absolute bitch to work with, and as far as I'm concerned, Bill Murray's word is gospel. What is she playing Watson for? Because
mad.
even
That's
that,
what the poster says as well.
Don't
It's
worry,
like,
Dave.
What's she playing?
what's she doing here?
What's
They've reassured us that there won't be any sexual relationship between her and Sherlock, so don't worry about
There
that.
will be.
yeah,
Don't
until
you
they see
worry
the
about that.
ratings, and
Until
they'll be
the
like,
ratings go
we've got to
down.
get these guys into
Like,
bed at the start of episode 2.
That's amazing.
Moriarty. Who's he
Who's
going to
playing
be?
Sherlock? You say Jude Law.
Huh?
Jude Law's playing Sherlock. Isn't he?
Hang on a
That'd
minute.
be a great turnaround.
I'm confused. I think I've been confusing the
Jude
film.
Law is Watson in the film
Yeah,
starring
he is,
Robert
yeah,
Downey
And
Jr.
Lucy Liu is Sherlock in the films.
Who's Sherlock in this new one?
Lucy Liu Bot plays Sherlock, and the real Lucy Liu plays Watson.
Billy Elliot.
Now, guys, we've covered what we've been playing. I've also gone back to Dead Space 2 because
I saw it, yeah.
I need to finish that, and I've been going for the platinum in that, like killing specific enemies with specific weapons. Really cool.
Are you going to go for the hardcore one?
No, what I mean is I'm getting some trophies.
I was going to say, yeah, to get platinum, you have to be.
You have to be Mac. You have to be McNair.
But obviously it's very, very scary. We all know this. I've come up with a little technique to take the scares less seriously and help me progress within the game.
Okay.
Here's how I changed my Dead Space 2, so it's a little easier to deal with.
That's a good build.
But what you've actually done is ruin the game.
Depends what you mean by ruining the game. Says the man who refuses to play anything that's like set in the night time.
Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Krista Burr could fix anything.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, for those RGF fans who don't know, I'm a big fan of custom soundtracks. Lady in Red by Krista Berg really makes Dead Space a lot easier to deal with.
It makes life a lot harder to deal with.
Lady in
Dead Space.
But I'm now excited about 3. Well, cautiously excited because it's just turning into the Resident Evil franchise in space, in that it's moving into action game genre that no one wants it to be.
But I think
In space.
the biggest problem with Resident Evil 6 and the sound of it is that not only was it a bastardization of Resident Evil, which wasn't a very good game.
Well,
So
apparently
Dead Space
there's
3
really-
will be good.
I know, but the whole co-op thing, I'm not.
I read something quite interesting though, like as an idea for the co-op, which would be amazing. Is like if you're playing the co-op with your mate, and you let's say you go into I assume that if it's going to keep to the Dead Space thing, there should be a lot of bits where it's like, right, you got to go into cell block A and I go into cell block B, and like if you went into it and like your headset's cut out and stuff, and you couldn't hear each other,
that's
and you're
clever.
like shit, like that would be extra scary.
But they can't
because
do
you
it on
don't know.
Xbox, can
The only
they?
problem is then,
You'd,
that's-
yeah, and you'd reset.
but
You'd
it
just
could,
turn off your console, wouldn't you? Be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
it could recommend to you to play it through the game, and also it just piling it. Like if it was, I don't know. I think it could be good, especially if they did stuff like suddenly you had other characters whispering in your ear instead of your mate and stuff like that. And,
That's true. Or that, I mean, yeah, if they did like a Metal Gear Solid kind of like fucking around with
Yeah.
the setup. Someone mentioned that on I think it was an old episode of Beyond about actually one of the downfalls of Xbox Party Chat is that with a game like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, when you kind of bring in a random to your game, like you can obviously they're always going to be silent on PS3, but on Xbox, I know they can't interfere, but having Party Chat could ruin that atmosphere a little bit.
Not in Demon Souls.
No, but I mean just generally having Party Chat
Yeah,
could ruin tension, whereas on like PS3 it limits.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous thing said by a PlayStation fanboy.
Just
He's,
saying.
he's found a flaw with Party Chat. Yeah,
It is
what
a flaw.
surprise.
still, like we say
No, it
about, like we say about Dead
No, it's not a
Space.
flaw.
It's
It's not a
flaw.
flaw. No, it isn't. How is it a flaw?
Because on PS3, if it was controlled by the game, they could technically cut off your
Yeah, great.
halfway through, like Steve said.
Yeah,
so cut it
brilliant.
Off during
Yeah, why would you want that? It's supposed to
to
simulate.
create tension.
It's supposed to simulate you being in the same room with your friend, and at scary moments, you just watch them. You know, you don't. No one forces you to stop talking.
When that person sneezes during a cutscene, you can't help it.
If you've got an Xbox 360, here's a code for something random. Download it. You might enjoy it. W3T3F, JX2KF, MVY3M, VQTF2, DHHWZ. Random code. Oh, what are you going to get?
Boom.
Find out.
7,000 Microsoft points.
I'd never give that away.
Oh,
I missed 1 versus 100. They were chucking around
I didn't win a single point.
going out of
That was
style.
good times.
I didn't win a single one, but I did have a great time, and you were absolutely right about that game. It was amazing.
I won a game, and then they delivered a different game. 1 versus 100. That needs to come back. Because not only were they giving away points in the first series, they were giving away cars and fucking tellies.
Pure joy because it was brilliant.
Who's excited about the new Bond film? Because I'm in a Bond crazy mood.
I
right
wasn't
now.
in the slightest, and then like the first review from IGN came out, and they gave it like a 9 out of 10,
Yeah.
and said it was like the best Bond. I was like, oh, this is quite good.
Yeah,
and then I saw an advert for it on telly, and that got me a bit more excited.
The trailer's great, and yeah, people are calling it the best Bond in the franchise. Mike Power thinks Daniel Krupa is a liar.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Who's Daniel Krupa? You said he's the.
I reviewed it on IGN.
He reviewed it for IGN.
Thing is, like but like
God, no.
any opinion you have is void because Roger Moore said it's the best Bond, and Daniel Craig is now the best James Bond as well.
He said,
This is great.
Can you believe that?
He said
Mike-
it used to be Sean, like the other ones, like
He's
Timothy's
just trying
like
to get
on the
popular.
phone, going like, where the fuck is this? I'm amazing.
Yeah.
I liked Timothy Dalton.
We all did.
Yeah. He was too serious.
Dalton's
Ooh.
great, but no, but Ryan, you said earlier on that you hate James Bond.
I hate all them James Bond guys.
All of them just
All
not.
them James
Yeah.
Bond guys.
They're all idiots,
Come on.
man.
Who's your man? John Wayne.
Fuck is John Wayne?
Wayne Sleep.
No, mate.
Who's your guy?
These
Who's your
weird
James Bond? Is it
white
Shepard?
guys that I don't care about.
That's a good point. I never thought this.
Fucking hell. No, I quite like that.
Is Shaft your James Bond?
Jay from Men in Black.
Don't degrade Shaft like that, mate. Fucking hell.
Degrade Shaft.
Fucking hell.
I mentioned-
Shaft and James Bond in the same category. Ridiculous.
All right, who's your James Bond then?
I do like Daniel Craig. I do
Yeah,
like
I mean,
everyone else is just utter rubbish.
I was this excited when Casino Royale. I was working in the cinema when I was at uni, and we had the regional James Bond premiere. It was really cool. Black tie. Roger Moore was invited. Surprise, surprise, he didn't come. But you know, while we were leading up to it, like before the film started, and you're standing on the door, like my mate who was the assistant manager, JC, he's been on 3 episodes of this podcast.
Oh, right.
He was like he made sure there was Bond themes on rotation. What's your favourite Bond themes, guys?
I like A View to a Kill.
Sure. Yes.
My-
View to a Kill, Living Daylights, License to Kill, the Casino
Spy
Royale.
Love Me.
Goldeneye's
good.
pretty stellar.
Spy Love Me's always been my favourite.
Casino Royale one's really good. And the new Adele
That's
one.
Chris Cornell, isn't it?
Yeah.
People
It
hate that
is
song.
good.
I love
That's
it though.
good.
I
love
like it.
that.
Thank fuck.
No,
yeah.
don't be ashamed.
Everyone
Don't be
likes
ashamed.
it.
It's great.
Let it out,
Everyone
man.
hates it.
Do you know what we
I
need?
don't love it. I like it a lot.
We need a rock band track pack, Bond track pack.
Oh
Living
my
Daylights, View to a
Christ.
Kill. You know my name.
That'd be amazing.
And you know my name, yeah.
Even they all got a
What's
classic
this Doctor
sound.
No
don't
thing?
Doctor No, it's just a Bond theme.
they? Yeah. Is it really?
The
That's
best.
funny.
So there's the best.
Because
Got a license to kill.
License to Kill by Gladys Knight is underrated and it's a fucking banger. Stick it on when you're miserable. Actually, you're right. But we also got the Blonde. We also got the Bond Blu-ray box set, and me and Annie are watching one.
Blonde.
We're trying to do one every
you
day.
messed it up.
We've got 2 days that we won't be able to watch a film on, but only 2, and that'll take me up to when I see Skyfall on the 7th of November.
That's good. Because
I got
they're
IMAX
all
tickets.
on. There's a new channel in there. Sky.
Oh, it's
Sky
the
Movies
best.
007.
Sky Movies 007, all
amazing.
Bond, all the time.
That's a great coup for them.
I
know
I was thinking of cracking through them before.
I was thinking of the Quantum of Solace soundtrack, which I quite like.
That song's good as well. They're
Damn
both
it, what's
good.
going on?
This is the problem. The Adele theme tune, while it's more
I
canon,
hated these songs.
the Adele
It's boring.
Everything about Quantum of Solace is awful.
Apart from this song was
Everything.
all right.
No, everything.
Yeah, the song was
from
good.
start to finish.
But yeah, the Adele one,
bad.
even though it's more like Shirley Bassey, etc., it
nice.
doesn't really go to the places that I want a song to go. There's no massive high note at the end.
Yeah.
And it's good, but it's just a bit boring.
You
you
said,
know,
you said
oh,
that.
I still haven't heard
Oh, we
it.
can't slag off Adele.
Yeah, save
Yeah,
it,
you
wait
can.
For it.
That's what I was going to.
She is a bit overweight.
No,
It
it's
is
good
like if
song.
you're going to be on TV every day, come on.
Yeah,
No, but she's still pretty.
Do a
Fuck
few
you.
laps.
gym.
It's time for the long-awaited return of Holden Ax, in which RGF correspondent Dan Holden tells us which long-running game series needs to get the chop.
Is it Dirt 3?
Serious.
It's Holden Ax. Yes, it's the return of everybody's favourite feature, Holden Ax. What's it this time?
Resistance.
Goodbye. Thanks, Dan. Huh. That franchise needs to be cut, does it?
Brutal.
Well,
He
fair
doesn't
enough.
leave anything alone.
The end.
Doesn't leave anything alone.
Amazing.
Look forward to
justified as well.
look forward to more Holden Ax very, very soon. So we last week we were, by we I mean me and Mike, Steve. You couldn't make it, Ryan. I don't believe Mike invited you. He was bringing the team together. It was the
I
fifth,
didn't want to go anyway.
didn't you? It was the 5th IGN pub quiz. This time in conjunction with Special Effect and our good friends Gamer Disco. It was really brilliant. The new venue was great. It was a walkabout, and collectively we all raised $4,500
Yeah.
for charity, which is just unbelievable. But it was a great night. Met the lovely Lucy from IGN Australia, even though she's a Kiwi. She works for IGN Australia.
Sounds great.
And yeah, the next thing that Gamer Disco and IGN are doing together is a Halloween party. So no quiz, just a party on the 7th of November. More details of that to follow. Here are those details right now. It's on the 7th of November from 8 p.m. onwards. And it's at the book club in Shoreditch, and it's 18 plus, so bring your ID. It's free on the door, so you really don't have an excuse not to come, but it is no longer Halloween themed, so probably best not to wear a costume. And like we covered on episode 32 when Nick was on the podcast from Gamer Disco, it's drinking, dancing, gaming, and arcade for adults. Plus the IGN guys, so make sure you get down there on the 7th. Now back to the podcast.
I asked Tom Butler from IGN if I could still bring a quiz, and he said no.
But how did you think the questions were this time around, Mike?
They're brilliant questions, actually, very good. I mean, the great thing about this story is obviously at halfway, we were second, rocking the socks
How's
off.
this a great story?
Because
And then we came...
because the winners. One of them was Chris Evans of Ready Game Fire.
Yeah.
Who we didn't ask the pub quiz.
Well,
We
I was
did,
gonna-
but he was after
Well, I was gonna say, as you know, the coordinator of the team, Mike, what do you say to all those RGF fans who were screaming at you to put Chris Evans on the team instead of useless Stuart Fenn.
We love Stuart Fenn.
No.
Although, you know what?
Do you know what Stuart does when he's on the podcast?
You know what Stuart...
He slags you off.
I know he does.
So slag him off right now.
I will. Today, played football. He was a right meanie to me.
What did he do to
man.
Their team was up like 6 goals up. And he shot a goal in, and to me, it like came from
Shot a goal in.
Oh, hang on.
Mike knows his football.
Hang on a minute.
So they
He
slotted
shot
a
a
goal,
goal
in the top.
No, it's 5-a-side goals. They're very low. From what I saw, like he hit in the side. No one reacted, and so I went, "That was in the side," and he just went, "Shut the fuck up, Mike. That was in."
Yeah, but he does have to see you every day, so it's completely understandable.
And I was like, "Well, I guess it's." And no one said anything. No one said either way.
You know what these freaks
And
are
I
like
was
when they play
like,
football?
I guess it's in then, and still no one said anything.
Mike,
He
they
apologised, but-
always think it's the fucking FA Cup final when they
I
play
know,
football at
it's
lunchtime.
outrageous.
On his behalf.
And that's why Loz,
What were you thinking, Mike?
It looked
was
like it was
clearly
in the side.
and that's why
Ridiculous.
Loz crippled Steve when he blasted a
Come
shot
back
into his
stronger,
wrist.
mate. That's what you
Have
learn.
you?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt anymore then.
No.
What if I do that? What if I do this?
You can buy it.
Fine. Yeah, great pub quiz, great questions. Shame we knew better. But like I said, it was hilarious because Chris Evans was on a team of the misfits who were put together from 6, didn't know each other when they started, and they won the freaking competition.
Yeah. If we had Evans instead of Stewart on our team, I'd be sitting on top of a 3DS XL right now.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'd be sitting on it.
The problem is,
We've only
I think
got-
they
we've only
clocked
won.
well early what our rounds were. Because they've never done a retro. We had the first 2 games, the first 2 quizzes. There were retro rounds, and then
Yeah.
there was like a Nintendo round. All those others, and we obviously that's what we smashed.
Yeah.
Since then there hasn't been. There wasn't even a current news round this time. Either,
was really
so
hard.
I was useless.
Yeah.
Nick wasn't useless, but he definitely wasn't like.
Who was your
smashing
strongest
away.
team member?
It was pretty balanced this time.
It was very balanced. I'll tell
Because
you who the
it
weakest
was-
team member was. Stuart Fenn. He knows I'm only kidding. I'm a huge... Everyone knows I'm
Has
a
a few
huge Stuart fan.
beers. He's there for the crack in it.
No, but it was really hard. I mean, there was a round where they played game music backwards, and that was
got 3
that was
points.
so difficult.
You-
Especially
actually,
modern.
Chris is probably our strongest person. Actually, he did some really good stuff.
Thank you very much, Mike. Well, the picture round was really
Wait
cool.
for that.
No, it wasn't. The picture round was like different game characters dressed up as
That was
Batman.
that was a good.
Dressed
Oh,
up
that
as
was funny.
Batman.
I spotted Nathan Drake weirdly.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
I
I
spotted
did.
Drake.
No,
That's
you did.
weird.
I said Drake, and you went, "That is Drake."
No, Mike.
I got someone wrote Grim Fandango down on the sheet.
Was Manny one of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wrote Grim Fandango.
The,
down.
the
you
question
get-
should be up online by
Did
now.
the name get put
Yeah,
down?
Manny
correctly?
Calvera. I put it down. I was glad to get the surname right.
You didn't get the Drake question. I got it.
No one said Drake before.
He-
I said Drake.
Mike thinks
And
anything ever to do with an Uncharted should be credited to him.
everyone was saying he was. Like, you were sitting there going, "Oh, it's like a no," because you were busy in your whole thing of like, "Oh, that could be anybody."
Yeah.
Actually, you nailed. He nailed.
Except
Lord
I
from
answered
fucking-
most.
Yeah, you did
all right.
really well that
All right,
one.
fine, Mike. I'll give you that one, even
Yes,
though
yes, I got
I
one.
know.
Surely Manny was really easy.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know what?
Well,
I'm
they
not
wrote,
giving.
but they wrote
Mike,
Grim Fandango.
Mike, I'm
Well,
not giving.
Mac did because Mac famously called.
No, I think
him
it was
Grim
Nick as
Fandango.
well. It was Nick and Stu. They wrote
I got
it.
that Drake question. This is unbelievable.
No.
Yes, Mike. I know the words Nathan and Drake pop up in your head countless times every day, but I got it. I'm sorry.
If you had it, it wasn't written down, and I hadn't heard you say it.
I said it to you, and you were like,
Yep.
Oh my God, this is
This
infuriating.
is hilarious how different your stories
We're
are.
putting
and
the-
one of
it's
you's
crazy.
definitely wrong. It's
Mike,
Well, you nailed
I told you, and you went, yeah, maybe, and I went, yeah, that definitely is him, because
You nailed the law question.
who was he dressed up as?
Batman.
No, he was dressed up as Catwoman, and that's Mike's memory, everybody.
Oh dear.
And I'm proven right. Oh yeah, he was dressed as Catwoman.
Oh,
The end.
that's pretty conclusive evidence.
Chris wins.
You just
They were-
believe
they
in
were-
what he says.
they were all Batman.
You could have just made that up.
That'd be
Like he
amazing.
made up
You
his spotted
caved,
Drake.
man.
They were all Batman.
It was balanced and you caved.
What do you mean they were all Batman?
They were
like
all
a big
dressed
circular.
big
like,
square. They were all dressed as Batman on the sheet.
No, the Nathan Drake was dressed as Catwoman. Mike, you're wrong.
How many beers he had?
I don't know, but he'd had 2 meals by that point.
I'd had a single meal by that
Dinner
point.
had come and gone.
Mike,
You got loads of questions. I wouldn't. This is like you're being like
Doesn't
Stuart
matter.
today. You've had loads of goals. I wouldn't worry about one little thing slipping by.
bullshit! I have what's mine, and you don't get anything from me. Just because you're shit at football doesn't mean Stuart should give you one of his
I'm
goals.
watching football. I'm shit at looking at goals. Apparently.
Looking.
Yeah.
Looking at goals.
It won't in the side.
Were
That's
you on
great.
the other team?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I'm always very fair.
So Ryan, your living situation has changed.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little bit. wasn't
Has
it?
that affected your gaming situation? It's time for Ryan Crawford presents Gaming as a Married Man.
Marriage is a game.
Ryan got married. What was it? Like, was it a month and a half ago now?
Just under.
I got that
over
question.
a month.
I don't know the answer.
I
You
told,
might have seen it, but you didn't. It wasn't written down when I wrote it
I
down.
don't know who to
told you what it is,
No,
though.
it's
How-
impossible
as if I
because
didn't- as if I
they're
wouldn't
so
have seen it.
adamant. And
You didn't get it.
I fucking did.
You didn't get it. It was
Kind
blank
of,
for
yeah.
ages.
Because I never would spot Nathan Drake. That sounds believable, doesn't it?
Oh, you're so full of it, Mike. I've got a really good memory. You don't want to take on my memory. His face
we
shape.
need other opinions.
Let
Yeah,
me,
nobody has
please
any
let me
evidence.
finish.
His spaceship went really
Nobody
quick.
has any evidence.
Can I just finish?
that's really the bottom
Please let me
three.
finish.
That's the problem.
I'm Dr. Monkey.
We'll ask. We're gonna ask
Nathan
Matt.
Drake's face was changed because of the shape of
Yeah,
the
I know.
Catwoman
It might be
mask.
Catwoman.
Because
Who
of the
fucking
shape of the
cares? It
Catwoman
doesn't
mask.
matter that you spotted it first.
My point is that for ages we were all going, well, we don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
Yeah. Until I said it's Nathan Drake.
There's only one person who will be able
Until-
to fight.
yeah, but-
Mac might,
the only
yeah.
sober person.
Mike,
He doesn't drink.
So was it?
if you're saying that, you know, you said Nathan Drake. No, that's not funny. I'm not going down that route.
Cool.
I'm
so curious
I'm
now.
gonna.
I want to hear.
I'm thinking of stopping this podcast until you admit that I'm right.
Bullshit. Hell no.
This is hilarious.
Don't
Anyway,
lie, don't lie.
Unbelievable. No, you do
Right,
lie though.
yes.
You have to lie and say I got a question right that led us to fourth. Well done, Mike.
do you play The Sims a lot, Ryan? Now that you're married.
Fuck off, mate.
What?
No. Yeah, sorry.
Can you get married in Mass Effect?
No, disappointing. So there was no way to prepare myself, really.
So what's changed since you tied the knot, and how was the wedding day for you that we were all very, very honoured to be
You
part
guys,
of?
you guys enjoy yourself? Yeah.
We did,
Great.
except for one time when the buffet table was full, and we were like, "This is great. We'll pop outside for 5 minutes of fresh air." We came in, everything was gone.
Yeah, that happened. So I got none of that.
What the fuck happened?
I
though?
got none of it.
You
I've
were
heard a lot
done- you
of
were
I
other
had
done-
no food, no wedding cake.
You
I
were
didn't get
cracking out some
anything.
Oh,
amazing
really?
dancing
You
moves, though.
animals.
You were
Went
dancing.
after
No
everything.
wedding cake.
Whoa.
You were
Yeah.
dancing to
I'll tell you
Jacko.
one thing.
I was
Usually at a buffet, that's where I'll be for an hour when it comes out. And for some reason, like some weird
What
thing,
happened?
at this buffet, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do. I'm going to be just. I'm going to have a little plate of
Made a
stuff. Come
mistake.
back to it later, not just sit there. But no, the rest of the night was amazing. Like
It was a really
so
good
much
day.
fun.
And like Mike said, great first dance. I mean,
love that.
and like I said to you when I was pissed up, and I was like taking you away from your new bride. I'm like, yeah, my arm around you. Yeah, well, why don't you hear much MJ when you're out in clubs? You know, he touched a few kids, but it's great music. It's great dancing.
It was a good conversation.
There needs to be more Michael Jackson in clubs when you go out. Yeah, because your first dance was The Way You Make Me Feel, even though you didn't do the bit where you're
She
humping
stopped
the
me.
ground.
She wouldn't let me.
Yeah, well,
You were trying it, weren't you?
she's
Right.
already.
That was great.
Having my
What
arm and
part?
shit. Yeah. Rules
Oh.
and regulations, man.
I saw.
Oh, was I first again? Just like the Nathan Drake question.
I wasn't the guest.
Who needs a
Someone
drink?
else.
I'll have a good call.
Yeah, I'm. Shut up, Steve.
Ah, you little ripper.
I'm gonna. I'm still gonna do my thing where I replace. Oh, sorry, Mike. I thought I got. Did I not get?
You are a pathetic.
memory.
You are a pathetic human. Aren't you?
Oh,
Did you hear the noise Mike made?
What?
That's upset, man.
yeah, that was your answer to who is that Batman? And I went, Mike. Not even words.
Chris said it's Catwoman, it's Drake. Now fuck off. Let's win the quiz.
I got
eyes
most.
were
I
pierced.
got
Stuart
most of those
Benson
Batman. I got
around.
martial law.
You got written. No, you
Actually,
didn't
no.
go.
To be fair, someone said Tekken, and then I went. That's,
Weirdly,
that's
yeah, they
martial
said
law.
Tekken.
I got Leon
Yep.
Kennedy. You
course
put
you did.
every. Some people had put Sully. What a surprise!
Well, I-
Mike's answer for another one was Sully. Another Nathan.
I said Old Snake.
No, I said I was.
Oh my god, they'd written. I saw the sheet
my
after
God.
everyone. They'd all written Sully. Actually, I think both of us together
This is
figured that one.
this is outrageous.
We both figured that one out together. We both looked at it and went, "That's not." And yeah, I think we did that one together.
This is unbelievable. So every correct answer that I got.
Every game that I know really well, I got. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
which is
the
just
point.
Uncharted.
Did Mac not get Metal Gear 4?
No, he put Sully as well.
He platinumed it.
He
I went.
found
That's
ago.
not. I went. That's not Sully. It's Old Snake. And you went. I think you're right. And if that means
well,
that you helped
maybe,
me,
but I'd already like it was.
this
that,
is like when Carmen thinks that he came up with Jimmy's fish sticks joke. And then,
don't know.
well, what point did you fight the Jew bots, Mike?
I don't.
Just outrageous.
Don't know.
It's just like, I mean, do you want to take credit for anything else that I've done? Possibly.
Definitely
like,
not.
Any future kids?
Ready, game fire.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Future kids.
Ready,
he
game
doesn't
fire.
I don't want your future
Wasn't
kids.
it Mike's idea?
Me and Mike
Ready,
did.
game fire.
No, I wanted downloadable nonsense. Chris was right.
Mike-
Downloadable nonsense.
Ready, game fire.
Mike did one.
What was Smashcast? That's my idea.
Slamcast.
Slamcast.
Ryan.
So
no.
Ryan, for the listeners, Ryan, what references did you make in your wedding vows?
There's a few.
Oh, these were
So
great. These were.
in the vows, I had to first reference was Green Lantern. So I had to, bit of Brightest Day, Blackest Night.
That
in there.
Ryan Reynolds film.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Green Lantern fan, so I had to squeeze that in.
That's nice.
And
But what other references did you make?
I did kind of ask her to embrace eternity with me.
What is that? What's that reference to? I don't know.
Now,
There's this,
which race in Mass Effect say embrace eternity, Ryan?
these blue aliens.
Yes,
in,
sorry.
You quoted a sorry in your
Mass Effect.
Wedding
That's
vows.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Chris told me you
I had
wrote
to
Mass
squeeze it
Effect.
in. Had to squeeze it in.
Steve, don't
Mass Effect,
don't let them know
guys.
that we weren't there.
I
in the
imagine there was a
ceremony.
moment where like he had like 3 options he could say, and like it was like a red option, a blue option.
Yeah, what if you
went,
actually went with the
"Fuck
Renegade
you."
one and you went,
Had to get all the renegade out of the way before
Exactly.
the wedding.
One of them was
Stag, yeah,
suddenly
we were at the stag do.
We
left
worked it
trigger
out.
appeared. You could headbutt Nana at some point. There we go.
Middle of her vow.
It's like do I do? No, I won't do
But it was
Renegade.
good because I knew that a lot of people there wouldn't get them.
yeah, embrace
Exactly,
eternity.
yeah, that's great.
Embrace eternity. To
I
somebody who
wouldn't have
doesn't
got
know.
that.
Yeah, so
I
it
wouldn't
sounded really nice, and I sounded like a proper gent, didn't I?
Yeah. And little did you know, you were just going,
I'm sorry for doing that.
I'm
Ali
going to
G.
play Mass Effect so much tonight.
Yeah, the whole time I was reading it thinking, I hope Chris doesn't shout anything out. And so I say this.
Well, I did do the Ali G thing. I was doing that.
that's perfectly fine.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah,
I
because
expect nothing
no,
less.
because I texted Ryan and I went, please, can you say this in your wedding vows? And then when he said it, I nearly shat my pants.
Oh, so he was a reason for it.
Yeah.
No, it was
always there.
50-50.
never gonna
I
say
heard Mike came up with it.
Yeah, well,
that Ryan whacked it in there when Mike told him.
Didn't
about
we
it.
talk about?
Yeah, I let Chris think he has it. That's my thing these days.
Mike, sorry, I was going to make a
McNerney.
joke, but I'm actually just
Should I
furious.
text McNerney?
Choking on my own rage right now.
Should I text McNerney?
And say what?
Oh, because
Say
he'll
who-
reply.
Yeah. He's got platinum trophies to get, mate.
Mike, he's not going to remember.
Time to
Who was
reply.
it was really loud in there. Who was down the end of the table? You and me. No
And
one
Mac.
else.
And Mac.
No one else
Mac
is
was
going
right
to
next to me.
So it can never ever be.
Yeah, it was really loud there, and we were in this really long table. That no one else could have heard.
I've got nothing to worry about. 'cause
Everyone
I'm
else
right.
had
I'm just
earplugs
saying.
You do seem the most defensive and angry about it, though, which is odd.
Yeah, because I'm angry. Because I've got a really good memory.
You just calm down now.
But you could also argue, Mike, that the person who's more defensive about it is because he's being lied to.
Or the guy who's completely secure in the knowledge that the other guy's just...
There's ways to look at it both sides.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I-
2 sides to every coin.
I'm a
6 sides to every dice.
Stop talking. I'm a passionate guy, and I've got a good memory. And when people question my memory, when I'm 100% certain that I'm right, yeah, I get annoyed.
People-
I
when you
agree
say-
with Chris here. It
What?
is really no,
No,
not
yeah,
that
yeah.
he's right, but that when
That's an annoying thing in life, isn't it?
I too
But you know
have
what
a good
happens-
memory in these situations,
Sure, me
and
too.
a lot of times you do get people. Where do we go from here?
Huh?
We're
Yeah,
up
vowels,
to the
sorry, vowels.
vowels at the moment.
Oh yeah. So
And then Mike went, marry me, and I went,
I gave that line to Arrested Development, actually.
So how was the honeymoon?
Honeymoon was good.
Because you went to Japan,
Went
didn't
to
you?
Japan, yeah.
And I saw you,
It
and
was
you were Facebooking or tweeting, I forget which, about the toilets. Now when you first have that hot stream of hot water fly up your asshole, it's weird.
I was fucking uncomfortable, man. I was not happy at all.
When you're
I was like,
sitting-
everyone's hyping this up. I was like, this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. So the first time I
It's
pressed
a
it,
bidet.
I was not happy. It didn't feel right at all.
No,
I was.
It's a tickle in your bum.
After
No,
after a week,
it's
though,
worse than that.
Can't live without it.
I'm
Have the shower tucked under the toilet.
I went away loving it. Sorry guys, I went away loving it. When you get water that's perfectly heated, when you get that pleasantly cleaning you, and then you're all done and you're ready to go, what's not to love? You feel shower fresh. You feel shower fresh.
No,
I don't want to get crude.
He's
How
right.
do you get the aim
right.
right?
Does he not?
Pressure was set too high, so it just came out, and I was unprepared.
You just jumped up
I
a
was
bit.
just like, hang on a minute, this is ridiculous.
Who's in there?
No, no.
So for the
Who's
next
in
2
there?
days, I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that again. And my new wife was like, you gotta try again. You gotta try again. It's very good.
Jesus.
It's very- Just take the pressure down a bit. And I was like, okay, I got some
You have that
instructions.
option?
And I went back in. Yeah, I went back in.
You start low and then you build up.
Experimented with a few different. I loved it.
Oh, there you go.
And
So
I
It
was-
sounds weird to say it, but don't knock it until you tried it.
does
You
sound
start off
horrible.
small.
It's excellent.
You start off really timid. By the time I left Japan, I could not have it on a high enough power.
Shoving
Yeah.
everything up there.
Yeah.
I was being blasted off that
It
seat.
reminds me of like Gervais's thing to Pilkington about
Yeah.
Finger up the arse. That's what it's like,
Let me tell you this,
just a little
Steve.
spray water up the arse.
It's not like having someone put a finger in your ass. It's water that
Depends
cleans
what
that
pressure
area.
you have, isn't it?
All right, Steve. Well, I've done it, and Ryan's done it, and we both love it.
Love it.
Yeah, but
And and that's got nothing to do with the fact that me and Ryan are holding hands right now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know. So what about the anything else in Japan apart from the toilets?
Japan is weird. There's loads of weird stuff. We went to a cat cafe.
Explain.
Yeah.
Who was the
Nothing to
cat
explain,
serving
mate.
drinks?
Fucking cats everywhere.
So not serving the
Doesn't
drinks.
make any sense.
Not cat juice drinks.
The waitresses are dressed as cats.
It's like a large living room, isn't it, with loads of cats that you pay and go to pet.
It's just
Such a furries then.
fucking bizarre.
Sounds awful.
It was awful experience. I don't ever want to do it again.
Just cat.
But
I mean,
you glad
those
that you
cats
did
as
it
well.
once.
Yeah. You gotta go and do all that. So we went to a maid cafe as well. All the
Same thing,
they're all
just
dressed
with
as
maids.
maids.
The robots.
Yeah, went to a robot. I went to the Gundam cafe. That was good.
Do the cats ever like kick off?
Are you kidding? They live in a living room where people come to pay and pet and feed. They're overfed
How many are
and
there?
they're spoiled. They are
They're
loving
Wait,
it.
are they
They're
real
everywhere,
cats or
mate.
women dressed as cats?
There's real cats.
Cats
Just as cats.
If those are women dressed as
But he
cats.
said wait.
And there's women dressed as cats.
Oh my
in
God.
different
How do you
places.
tell them apart?
It's just fucking bizarre, mate.
Just to people.
You don't
And
pet
then
the
they all
women.
come over and they bring you a cat, and then they start
Do you
singing
lick
at
everything
you.
out of a saucer?
And then they really force you to take a picture with the cat as well.
They
I didn't
for-
like that.
Yeah,
I didn't like. They wouldn't let me leave until I took a picture.
That's odd.
That's weird. They
You
love
are quite
pictures, though.
photogenic though.
That's
Might
true.
have been
That's
Yeah, we
true.
all saw that at Barbados picture.
Oh yeah.
Did you?
That was good.
That was when we all worked at Sega, and Ryan sent everybody a picture of him like half naked on a beach next to Sega.
You
in
all
the
loved
sand.
it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Wait, what? There was writing on the sand.
That's my James.
You gotta
Bond.
look past Ryan.
Go to Japan.
Did
you go to Super Potato?
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
mate.
that?
It's
Like
the
the
greatest
cat place?
retro. It's the greatest retro shop in the
Yeah.
world.
Oh, yeah, that walkthrough was
fucking
fucking. I always call it a walkthrough that you
walkthrough.
did. I always call it a walkthrough as Chris did because
You just see everything as a walkthrough.
I
don't
did,
you?
yeah. It was good though.
So,
Felt like I was there.
Yeah. Mike can't even complete games by himself, and he thinks he
that-
got that question
I
right.
was on
Nathan Drake. There's a picture of Nathan Drake. I don't know what
That
I'm not
Northern
gonna
Line
get that.
walkthrough.
It didn't
the
look
other
like
day.
Drake, and I told you that's Drake, and you went really, and I went that's Drake, and you went okay.
As if that would ever happen.
One of you's got to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, because one of you is definitely wrong.
Yeah. One of you is wrong, and
We're
that
both
person.
100% certain. It's
needs
never
to
happened
admit it.
before.
You're an idiot if you're 100% certain, because you're wrong. Oh my God!
Boing, flip.
Eat my fucking dick, Mike Power.
Good gosh.
Now, Ryan. So the wedding was great, the honeymoon was
Ah.
great, but how's married life, and how has it affected your gaming?
Well, it's a bit different. There are very specific rules, very specific
my
about
gosh.
what you know.
But has that really
Like-
changed since you were?
Well, yeah, there was leeway before, you know, because I could just kind of get away with ignoring most of the stuff, you know,
okay.
just I'm playing my game.
Sure.
God damn it! And so I suppose she was planning a wedding a lot of the time.
Oh, that probably.
So I had to
Your
get more
threat of
free
like,
time.
if you want to get married, well, let me finish my Mass Effect playthrough. Doesn't really work now.
What is she going to do now?
But now
You need to
it's-
get her a new hobby.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know,
New
there
product.
are definitely certain types of games that are completely out of the question.
Sexy games.
For a start, RPGs, those aren't happening.
What, like Mass
whoa,
Effect?
whoa,
Those aren't happening.
So you're not going to be playing the DLC?
Those aren't happening.
Is that why the wedding was delayed by 6 months?
Yeah, exactly.
lucky you
Those
don't
are
really like
my
it,
mate, my brother called me last week and he was like, "Yeah, so you coming online to play Borderlands?" And I was like, "Borderlands 2? You kidding, are you?
Borderlands?
You kidding, are you? There's time to play Borderlands 2?
Border-
An RPG?
Borderlands.
Fuck off."
It's upsetting Mike so much.
As if, oh, shut up.
Let the man talk.
And yeah, that's not happening. Sports games,
Frowned upon a little bit.
it's not gonna happen.
You need a son.
Not gonna happen.
They're not great to
When
watch,
I say I've
though.
been playing FIFA,
He's a son.
that's been at work
A mini
in my
Ryan.
lunch break because that can't happen at home.
Can you have a kid quickly? Because we can have like a Ryan and Ryan Jr. on the podcast.
No, mate, don't have a kid quickly.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
sick
do
of all these people popping out kids because they make me feel old.
Does Nana like any computer games? Like, is she all partial to the occasional game?
Yeah, pretty much a normal though.
There are games that you know. I was very excited when my Dance Central 3 arrived this morning. You know,
Oh, yeah,
that's probably
that
the
came
most
out.
It's that
exciting
time again.
I've had in a long time. To be fair, because I knew this is a video game and I'm going to get to play the shit out of that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what
it
it
doesn't
is.
have Shepard in
Exactly.
it. Like, yeah.
Doesn't matter, mate. I can make Shepard there in my head, so it's fine. It's fine, really.
It's just you look at her dance with you and it's just Shepard.
She's
a
a big
shudder.
fan of Heavy Rain. That
Good,
worked out
good.
well.
Because that seems to be
That's
the
good.
game
Yeah, my
that
girlfriend
ladies.
loves-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
games
happy to watch.
that have stories.
I've heard that Walking Dead
It's
is a
like a
heavy
TV
story.
series, isn't it? Heavy
Yeah,
Rain,
if
more
there's
than-
something she can watch, and you know,
I invested in the Walking Dead.
So that's how I kind of thought, Mass Effect, it's a good story going on there. She can sit back.
You can't dip in and out though, can you? I guess.
Whenever I'm running around talking to people, oh god, that can't happen. I've never seen her.
And
so
the bits where
pissed
you're
off.
shooting things as well.
Fuck
That's
me,
boring.
That's over.
Is there any bit cutscenes?
That's over.
Cutscenes where you can interact a little bit.
Yeah,
The bits where there's that kid.
She doesn't.
She's like, oh, it's a kid.
The kid's dead, man. The kid's dead.
She doesn't get the choice thing. She's not happy about that.
No, Mass Effect's a terrible game
It's so
because
bad.
it's like long and it's a lot of bits. Which
Yeah.
But you've always had this woman.
Should have married her.
Like,
That's what Mike's
does the marriage
saying.
really change
Things
it?
change, mate.
Don't say
Things
that.
change.
Yeah, before you can play Mass Effect, you can sleep with a hooker because you're not married.
Well, this is the boy. Don't say that. I'm not getting married then.
Don't do it.
Done.
No,
Well,
don't not.
Can you
get
talk to my
married.
girlfriend about it?
Yeah, Ryan, I'm glad people like you do it, so I don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, and you're
Take one
so,
for the
and
team.
you're younger than
man.
us as well.
Take one for
Oh
the
wait a minute,
team,
how younger are you?
25. Be
Yeah.
26 November.
Fuck,
Yeah.
he's young, isn't
It's a
he?
young
I
man.
always forget that. It surprised me when I remember for first
Mike thinks he's the youngest person in the world. By the way,
I always
Probably is.
hate finding people younger than me. And yeah, I remember finding out. Yeah, I was like,
there's quite a few.
there are a few.
Loz,
few?
Loz is a lot.
Oh, is he?
Especially now.
Loz is
Who
like
else is
20.
there?
Those 90s babies, man.
90s babies.
It's fucked up. I found another.
Bonza.
So, violence. Physical
Oh, I
violence.
like
Yeah.
She likes that.
That's the way
She's
to
into
go.
that.
That's the way to go.
What?
Because any woman, every woman loves
What you mean
violence.
if they just like won't shut up?
Yeah, so you just hit. I mean, no, in the game.
Let them hit things.
Violence, they love it.
Really?
Violence, trust me.
That's not. You
All
wouldn't think
women
that,
love
would you?
violence. The women who love violence, they love it.
What game?
The women who pretend that it's offending them, they love it even more. That's how
Turns them on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What game
yeah.
is
That's
this?
why they're all like, I can't watch this anymore. I'm fucking
Because
wet
I'm
as hell.
too turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
What game?
Don't believe it.
has Unleashed this.
oh,
God of
she
War's
loves a
coming
bit
out
of
soon.
God of War.
He's been playing Dead or
Really?
Alive.
Loves
I
a
was
bit
going
of
to
God
say,
of
yeah, I
War.
was going to say, 'cause my girlfriend
Kratos
loves...
does dress up. It's a game for ladies, isn't it? Kratos isn't it?
Oh, could you come as Kratos to this Halloween thing? Man, that would be amazing.
That'd be a
You've got the
brave-
head shape and the haircut for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Have you got the
Definitely.
build though?
I'm rocking it. Well,
He's got the build. He's got the
He's
build.
fine, he's fine.
Mate,
He's
that
got-
Mr. Cool's looking a bit stretched.
because it's 3 sizes too small.
Walking Dead, I've heard, is a very good couples game.
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead episodes.
I might try it. I can bought it today.
I haven't played them yet. I'm gonna very soon though.
Yeah.
What a choice.
Anything you can hold their hand through in general.
So, what would be your top 3 tips for surviving as a married gamer?
Tip number 1, dance, mate.
Girls
Just
like the
dance.
What as a distraction?
Whether there's a game involved or not,
No, I don't think that's fair.
just dance.
Or just dance
99% of the people on the planet can't dance as well as Ryan Crawford. It's not really a fair comparison.
I like to reevaluate that figure, mate. It could be a bit higher.
99%. Mate, there is
Could be
no
a low.
number higher.
High.
I'm not using decimal
99
places in
point-
this conversation.
Okay, fair enough.
Go on then. So that's a good start.
Yeah.
Number 2.
2 is violence, mate.
Yeah.
Violence is the way.
I like
And that's
it.
the most surprising
Trust
one.
me. And you
That's
just
a good
go
one.
for it. To see the raid, just fucking love
Annie
it.
is into the shock of her
She
life.
said, "Can we go again?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
That's amazing.
Great. Violence is definitely the way to go.
Brilliant.
And third,
Get them a
I'm just
hobby.
kidding.
Get them out of the house.
Plan another wedding. Second wedding.
Knock them up.
Books. Spine books.
Get the baby.
A Kindle for
I think
Christmas.
babies is a good shout, but I can't confirm that. The third point is definitely like just get her involved in the game that you're playing.
Yeah.
If you at any time you look like you're just not interested in what she's doing, that's a problem. That's online
I
games
see, I see.
are
Yeah.
big problems
Yeah.
because I can't concentrate on her and
man.
play at the same time. I can multitask a lot of things.
You
but
play
that's not one of
FIFA,
them.
you pause it. Do you want me to pass it to Iniesta or Messi? So she's like, oh, she's joining in. She's like, I don't understand the question, right? So, Messi it is.
And they will not understand games that you can't pause. It's just the concept is
Demon
like,
Souls,
the
God.
I
concept
struggle
just
with
not
that
there. I'm like,
concept
no, it's online. So like, if I stop, I'll just have to stop. I can't pause it. What?
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
I can't pause it.
So
like,
I'm telling you
we
about
have
my
to play together.
I'm telling you about my sister's new baby. It's like, yeah, well, I can't pause. In the middle.
I like this.
Just wait a minute.
I mean, that could
You
be
can still
point
tell
number
me
3
the
then.
story.
On the back of the box, pausable.
Pausable games.
And then that's for
pausable
married
games
men.
will help married men
depending on
a
what
lot.
she's got to tell you about, I imagine all games become non-pausable games.
Am I right?
Well,
She doesn't know the website to see the
no,
podcast.
she's not gonna listen to this.
Thanks very much for that, Ryan.
Excellent, excellent.
Here's another mystery code for the Xbox 360. If you're a male, enter 9XJFD, G3W2M, P7PJP, RK2YY, 4DKWZ, and if you're a female, enter 9X36Q, 6RTVJ, JYD7G, HXYMM, RJ37Z. We're throwing it back over to Mike now for the return of Power to the People.
The power takes it to the people. I'm looking at you idiot commenters, you fucking idiots who are going around saying stupid shit to people who are just trying to get a job done, you know?
Trying to get a job done.
Trying to get a job done, and they come on their anonymous wanker forums and try and... Now the thing is, I was looking for some interesting places, but...
Anonymous wanker.
Lost you.
Eventually I just
Now,
back
if-
on Metacritic and YouTube. They're my go-to places.
Can I just say, if you see chris.j.fox on this anonymous wanker forum, I was only going on that forum to get directions on how to get away from that forum.
Sure. But I tried looking like IGN and stuff, but you couldn't find enough idiot commenters, so yeah, Metacritic, YouTube. If you want to find some gold, that's where they are.
That's where the racists go.
So first of all, right, this is looking at reviews for Dishonored on Metacritic. These are the user reviews, my favourite place to go. So this is someone's user review of Dishonored. Here we go, this is Truthmonger.
Must be the truth then.
What's the truth? He's a monger of truth. It should have been called Dishonest. This game delivers nothing. It promises stealth gameplay? Sure, if you consider teleportation and basic attack from behind or only at extreme distances stealth. Yeah, I do.
I quite like...
that's stealth.
I might call it dishonest from now on.
Oh, yeah, but... this guy. That is what stealth is. If you consider attacking from behind stealth. Yeah.
That
I
is
do.
brilliant.
That's good. This is good.
Dishonest.
That's another forum, isn't it? The attacking from behind.
Yeah.
Uh,
Another review from Stickfish. This is an okay game. Not more than that. The story is not good. Don't have that feeling at all. The graphics are PS3 graphics. It can be okay for a PS3 game.
Mike, are all these commenters surfers from
No,
the
this
90s?
What was-
graphics of PS3.
What did you get this from the PS3 like
These are just from the
reviews?
These are just from the.
What's wrong with
reviews.
PS3
Does
graphics?
it really
No, it's
say
okay
that?
because they're okay for the PS3.
I don't understand
The
what
PS3
that
graphics
means.
are
But
okay
if
for
he
the
was
PS3.
reviewing the PC version, then that's a fair enough
No,
summary.
no. I love it. He also goes on to say. Oh no, it's fun. I
Fucking
leave it actually. It's
PS3
funny.
graphics.
I know.
Fucking current.
This
gen.
guy just loses. Move on to Resident Evil. Nice, another hot topic recently.
Okay.
Resident Evil 6. This guy loves it. Here we go. Sorry for trollers that troll this big and best game of the Capcom history. Resident Evil 6 is the best game that ever built in Capcom for scenario, horror, and Leon and Jake storyline. If you can play it on professional mode, best three-person shooter in Chris storyline. I don't believe why these people rush on RE6. Rush.
Stop rushing RE6,
Stop rushing
guys.
RE6.
Is that Nightmare Fame?
Oh yeah.
It's ironic because I'm in no rush to get RE6.
I know.
Hi-yo.
And
Oh,
here's
he
someone.
did.
Heard it's right.
Here's someone who's just lost the plot. Don't listen to the blind fanboys. This game sucks hard. It looks like a PSP game ported to HD consoles. The gameplay is awful. If you buy a Capcom, will kill the next game. 10 out of 10.
That's great.
What?
10 out of 10. I've got to give it something good. The score.
That was. I think of the name for that guy. Oh no, I can't call him out. That was Horizon Core.
What was that for?
That's
Resident Evil
great.
6.
Why did you give it a 10?
Because he hates it.
What happened? Didn't they change where user reviews were on Metacritic?
All they changed is that you can't review it until the game's actually come out.
Can we just get rid of them completely?
Yes, we
That
should.
doesn't work.
Can
They
we
just
just
spend that anger for
But before it used to be, yeah. Before the game came out, people were reviewing.
But at least
it,
that was
so-
funny. Like at least people, it made
Yeah,
it
yeah.
highlighted what a
These
farce it
are
is. Now they're
still-
trying to make it seem like it's not a farce, and yet
These
people.
are still bad. And so we moved to YouTube. Unfinished Swan review from IGN. Beautiful game. Someone posted something like, "Oh, this is a real artistic game," and someone else said, "Yeah, I love artistic games like Naughty Bear." joking. But JL333 Core said, "Shh. Let games like this be, or I'll slaughter you. Peace out when I'm done with sucker."
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Mike's accents as well. It just seems like all American.
They are
Yeah,
all
why are they
American.
all
The
American?
last one was British.
I like the British one the most.
He was British.
You
Okay.
should do a different accent for each, though.
I am trying. Is it not showing?
So they all sound like surfers. They're all surfing past the game shop going, "Hey guys, chill out, this game sucks hard."
And finally, another review of Unfinished Swan. Hurt so much. This is from Phil Mark.
Hold on. He's got 2 first names.
Phil
What
Mark.
the fuck did you
Phil
pick
Mark.
this review out for?
Mark spelled with a C and a K at the end.
God.
Mark.
A C and a K.
C and a K right at the end there.
Even
Phil
worse.
Mark.
No,
Making up guys.
He's
that's
done it, he's
not
done
a
it.
name.
Ridiculous.
I just don't understand who someone can play this games. Pretty environments. Really? This looked to me like a mobile 3GP game, no offence.
Oh man,
It's just too much. It's just too much ridiculous comments in everything you say.
I know.
I think
People
And
empowered.
you might as well,
the topic's ridiculous as well.
They're all crazy.
you might as well at this point say that the internet, it was an experiment and it's failed
Half
because it's given a
second.
voice to 2 billion cretins.
Oh my god. But YouTube Metacritic, they're your friends.
It's hot topic time. So we're going to give you our top 3 individual best weapons list and worst weapons list. We're going to start with worst.
Yep.
Who wants to go first?
Worse is shorter.
Yep.
Easier.
I'll throw something in. There we go. These are my least favourite weapons. I'm going to throw in C4 across all games. I've never used C4 well.
What, the explosive?
Yeah. Like,
Hang on.
people think it's a tactical thing, but I've tried using it in, like, Battlefield. They say to attach to a car, drive a car and jump and blow up. It never works. Metal Gear Solid is supposed to use it.
Yeah, you kind of need to use it in Metal Gear to finish the game sometimes.
No, but, like, in a high-pressure situation, in Metal Gear Solid, you just walk around and press it with no pressure. C4 is rubbish.
C4's.
Rubbish.
See, that's kind of...
I find it kind of useful.
Yeah, you've generalised and you've slagged off an explosive.
Name me a game where C4 works well.
Metal
As a-
Gear
as-
Solid.
When?
Whenever you want to use it.
Like, you have to block the tanker, but you have to do that. You have to clear the area first and then plant some C4. I'm talking about, like, you get it,
It
for,
makes
like...
for some hilarious moments.
Oh, it does, but in MGS, in terms of like an effective weapon, in MGS2, you have to use it to beat.
God.
You give it to you to beat Fat Man, but you don't. You
I
don't
don't like
plant
the
ground.
way you pick it up. No, yeah.
What do you mean?
You crawl on your belly.
Yeah, exactly,
And
yeah.
that's the different. If you walk over it, it blows up. But if you lie down and go over it, it picks
Yeah.
it up for you.
It never
You get the
works.
iron.
Realistic.
Claymore's great.
It's ball plop.
Ryan.
I'm gonna go with Streets of Rage 1. Anytime you press the A button, it's fucking stupid.
Just
Now-
Pisses me off completely because it goes back to the beginning of the stage and the fucking
Oh, I
policeman
see.
starts
Oh, yeah,
shooting
yeah,
the
yeah,
missiles at everyone. It's ridiculous. It wastes everyone's time, and my little brother always presses it by accident, wasting it for when we need it later.
I
It's
thought you were going to say
bad.
the glass bottle because once you've smashed that, it's annoying.
The glass bottle.
But the police is your special attack. I tell you what, mate.
no.
Stop pressing it by accident.
No, well, it's not possible.
He's right. That when you get to the end of the stage, and it spends all the time scrolling all the
It's
way
ridiculous.
back.
Doesn't always go to the start, actually.
I think it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while.
Frustrating
Maybe not
as
at the
hell.
start, but it takes a
And
while.
It's not even that effective sometimes.
If they're like off
Ridiculous
screen,
in
it can
a
miss
way.
them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first boss it deals with quite well.
But
Always save it for the boss.
pissed me off. Preferred when they took it out the second one.
Interesting.
Yeah, nice.
Steve.
I got a few, but I'll start with the lightsaber from all Star Wars games.
Yeah.
I was
concur.
thinking heavily about the
So
lightsaber.
the
was
point
one
of the
of mine.
lightsaber,
Good.
right? What we all know, right? So we've seen some great lightsaber fights in films, and
Not Star Wars.
there's a lot of times they don't hit, but when they do hit the person, they kill them.
Yeah.
In computer games, never. It's always
great.
hack, hack, hack,
Yeah.
hack, hack. It's like a fucking. I don't know what you'd compare it to, like a Nerf, like a bat.
Yeah.
Can we just have one computer game where you just, if you hit someone with a lightsaber, they fall down
Straight
and die
away.
straight away? Even if it ruins bosses,
Yeah.
it should be that
It
good.
should be hard to hit them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like in the Bioware games, Knights of the Republic and Old Republic. They create vibro blades, which apparently can just match
Yeah.
a lightsaber. It's like,
Yeah.
well, Jedi, yeah,
They're from
that's
the
a great
they're
shout.
from the Star Wars lore, though.
No, sure, but I mean, you know what I mean. Like it just kind of comes off as an excuse to not have lightsabers.
But I can't think of a single Star Wars game
Yeah.
I've played where the lightsaber
Well,
does what a lightsaber should do.
but we all know why, don't we? This is like saying, "Oh, this game's unrealistic."
One-shot
because
kills, but yeah.
because
But then you get more difficult. Like the enemies could be challenging in the sense that to get near them is tough because they're shooting at you all the time, and when
Fair
you get
enough.
to them, you have to kill. And then when you fight bosses, as we said, like like Vader, just you can't hit him for like 20 minutes because he's too good, and you have to get ridiculous options. But yeah, it's
it's
always
good.
been a big
Light,
disappointment.
lightsabers also are supposed to be able to cut through any material except for another lightsaber.
Or a vibro blade.
There you go.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree with that.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Well, I'm gonna take your lightsaber, your C4, and your special attack from Streets of Rage 1 and raise you the club from GoldenEye. A great game filled with great guns and great shooting, and instead, you know, and I don't know why. All the love in the world to insert coin clothing, but I don't know why on the GoldenEye hoodie they chose to go with the club. I suppose it is kind of iconic for all the wrong reasons. But why would you ever want a gun that when you load it fires like this?
I heard, I looking online today, it appeared in a lot of lists.
Yeah, yeah.
And the clip's really tiny. It's pointless. Fuck.
You can get double clubs and it's still...
Yeah, it's double the disappointment.
I know.
Fuck the club.
Yeah, good one, good one.
Have you ever, like, can't you in GoldenEye, I don't see now, this is my newbiness,
We
but
get stuck with a club, it's the worst thing in the
in
world.
GoldenEye, can you, like, just have one weapon in a map or something?
No, you can't customize that
So you
much.
can do that
choose a loadout of, like,
You can do it with a
assault
golden
rifles.
gun.
But that's why you don't ever want to choose, like, explosives, because it...
It'd be good if you could have a map with just this gun, see
True.
who's the best.
Well, you could, yeah, you
The
play...
real decider.
Yeah,
Who's
well,
the
back in
best
day,
with the club?
You just
It's
play-
really inaccurate as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I've heard.
Weak.
I did look to down online to see like some shit weapons, and that appeared in every list, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is hilarious." I've never played. Like, I don't know the weapon, but every time people like it's an insult to the game.
You avoid it. Like, if you've got no gun and someone's chasing you, just avoid the club. You're like,
It's no Dostovi. I mean, I love the Dostovi
DD4 Dostovi.
to pistol. To which I used to have idiot mates argue with me that it was called the Destroyer, much like the whole Nathan Drake Batman thing.
Sure.
But
But it's nothing alike. So another weapon I've got, and this is a strange one that I don't know if anyone else will agree with, but it's the electric machete from Dead Island. Now
It's obscure.
right, only because
Is that the third stage of Dead Island or the second stage of Dead Island that you get this?
straight away, because Dead Island, if you remember, was an amazing trailer that shows me an emotional game. Everyone thought it was going to be the emotional zombie game, and the first screenshot I saw of that was suddenly a guy with an electric machete, and I was like, well, it's not. And yeah, I don't know, in my mind, when I was thinking about weapons, I thought, it doesn't make any sense. In that game, you can get flaming weapons that are permanently light, electric weapons that are just a permanently electric weapon, and you're holding it doesn't make any sense, and it sums up for me how they fucked up a game that could have been beautiful. Electric machete is stupid.
Ryan.
I'm gonna go with the Lancer in Gears of War.
Oh,
Whoa!
from Gears of War.
That's a
Yeah.
great
Right, no,
weapon, though.
my phone, Mark Dallimore and Stuart Fenn are both ringing me right
And
now.
don't forget Deering and Kai as
Oh
well.
God, they're angry.
That's an iconic, great weapon.
I was thinking of putting
It
this
is.
on my top list, and I'm not a Gears of War fan, but you can't. It's
The
great.
problem is,
It's brutal.
why the hell are you using any other weapon after you've got the Lancer?
It's true.
And it's the first weapon you always get.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
That's true in a lot of games. Then.
That's ridiculous, mate.
And in
Perhaps,
Gears,
but it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's by far and away the weapon you always want to have in your hand. What the hell are you doing with that
Even it's
shotgun
like
out?
machine
when you
gun
want- when you
thing
could have
is
that?
like the most
Yeah.
powerful machine gun.
and in
was
Gears 3,
just-
can't you do like a double lance? Like,
It's
you can
just
both
ridiculous.
Get stuck in.
For me, it just ruins some of the excitement
Yeah.
of the game.
I think I don't like it as well because it kind of, again, just kind of sums up what's a bit off with Gears of War. Is it's just all about, yeah, look how you can chainsaw him in the nuts. Like, it's a shooter.
all
Yeah, you're
about
right. It
nuts.
shouldn't be about chainsawing in the nuts.
Sometimes, like when you're online in a shooter as well, and you respawn, and you got some shit gun, and you know straight away you need to go find something. But you always respawn with the Lancer in Gears of War.
jump in.
So what the hell do you need to worry about? You can kill everyone.
Go on.
It's
It's interesting.
annoying.
It's a shame.
Steve.
I'm gonna go for the BFG
Oh, what?
from Quake 3.
Whoa.
Controversial.
Thrown it out there, now guys.
From Quake
Unbelievable.
3.
Quake 3.
What was the BFG in that game? I
Exactly
forget.
right. So
Why is it-
Doom 1, Quake 2,
Uh-huh.
you get the BFG.
Yeah.
It's this awesome, massive, powerful gun that
10K,
like, you fire
right?
once. It like costs
Oh, I
loads of
see what you're
bullets.
saying,
9k in Doom, 10k in Quake 2.
No, it's 2,000 in Doom. 9,000. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
BFJ.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
this
yeah,
big, massive thing that like wipes out all the enemies. And then in Quake 3, it's some kind of shitty rapid fire gun that just
Okay, alright.
ruins the complete. It's it was devastating. Like it's not fun. Like it annihilates everything around you, but it fires at like a rapid rate. It's terrible. And like I say, it is. I mean, when we do our best weapons, even if not, it's got to be up there because it like the classic.
Yeah.
Because it's such a legendary weapon, and they've just massacred it. Like the whole the weighting of the gun was that it was a slow fire thing, and then suddenly it was this rapid thing that cost like I say, it used to be 50 bullets to use. Now it's like 1 bullet.
Mental.
It's a shit gun.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Fair enough.
Threw you off, didn't I?
Yeah,
You didn't
that
like
was
that,
nice.
did
Yeah.
Had you?
Feel
I've got a few
now.
more of those. A crowbar.
Are you ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Go on, go on.
Well, if you are, I hope you're in first place because I'm going to hit you with the blue
Yeah.
shell.
Bam, right there. It's on my list as well.
Good one.
Rightly so.
It's
Yeah.
Completely agree.
I mean, it's kind of essential to the way the
Yeah.
game's made, but it shouldn't be.
There should be. There's a mode in. I forget if it's Smash Brothers or Mario Kart, and you can play with like only mushrooms, or only green shells or
Smash
whatever.
Brothers, you can customize it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So it is Mario Kart. So in Smash Brothers, you can turn off whatever weapons that you want, and the fact is that should be in Mario Kart because then you'd see, because certain people, Annie O'Brien, think they're the shit, and the amount of times I've been blue shelled on the line, and that's caused her to have a victory, whereas. It's just unreal. There's nothing more annoying when
it's an
you've
inherent
raced the
flaw.
perfect game.
The only weapon, like you can do like normal weapons and then like extreme or something or some shit like that, can't you?
Yeah.
And normal is obviously where you get like a blue shell
It's chaos.
every
I
other
believe.
lap.
Yeah.
And then in the extreme one, it's like every character that's not in third
Yeah.
above will get a blue, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And playing Baby Park. I mean, it's something you can't turn a corner in
Amazing.
first without getting a blue
But that's the
shell.
inherent problem with Mario Kart is that if you get ahead, because second and third never really get they don't get red shells. It's a bit hard, not never, but if you get ahead, you kind of are
With
stuck
skill
ahead.
though. With skill.
Sure, yeah, with skill. But I mean, then you get that problem that second and third are being hit by fourth and fifth who do get red shells. And
No,
all
I
that.
agree. It's part of.
It's a balancing thing, but it's annoying. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
It can be the worst and best thing in the world,
Sure.
and in this case, it's going on my worst list.
Nice, very nice. So I'll throw in finally. What's we got? I got a few, but I'm actually going to go with the B Tommy gun from the Pain in Metal Gear Solid 3. The Pain, he's made of bees.
yeah.
Forms a fucking
I
Tommy gun
remember.
out of bees and
That's-
fires shooting
Oh, so you're
bees
talking about
at
a gun
you.
that he uses? You
Yes.
don't
That sounds
use it.
amazing.
It's annoying as fuck.
Shoots bees at you.
Okay,
Yeah,
that-
but you never get to use it.
And it's also pointing out it's flawed from the start.
Why
The
is
whole but the whole point of the boss, right, is he's on this little island
Yeah.
surrounded by water. The bees can't go in the water. You just stay the whole level in the water.
Yeah.
You
Whole
poke up and
thing.
shoot him.
Yeah.
It's one of these.
One of the
like, he is
easiest
the-
bosses.
I couldn't believe it. That was the
Metal
first
Gear.
boss. And like you say, so
What?
his one gun is
Yeah.
a weapon
But it
that
doesn't make
can't
any
go
sense.
into water.
Why does he make a gun out of bees to fire bees? He can just fire bees. Why is he going to the hassle of making a Tommy
He
gun
can
out?
spit him out of his
Hey,
mouth.
He can,
it's
yeah.
aesthetically
He makes
pleasing.
But is it? He makes bullet bees, yeah.
It looked
And
good
when-
on the PS2 back then.
Oh sure. And then when bullet bees hit you, they like bury and you have to like dig them out. Oh, yeah, if you leave them in
Mate,
there,
I was
you keep
underwater the
them
whole
getting hurt.
level. I didn't
Sure.
have to get hit by him.
Didn't go
But
through
you do
that.
pop occasionally. You'll go bullet bee, and you'll be
Yeah, pop
He-
occasionally
he
because I
was
could shoot him.
really
Stupid
bad.
Tommy gun
He was
bee.
really bad.
Yeah, he was right. He was always the clown of the troop, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The Pain. He was.
But he
never-
looked cool.
He did look good.
Whereas like
But if you think about it for just a second, you realise
some of the other ones looked a bit stupid, but amazing.
Stupid as fuck.
Ryan?
Sticking with Metal Gear, I'm gonna go with Metal Gear Ray. Which is the stupid
wow.
underwater one from the second one.
Okay.
And the fact is, you spend the whole of Metal Gear 1 and you have this big battle against Metal Gear at the end, and it's epic. And in the end of the second one, there's about 30 of them, and you're just shooting one missile at each of them. Oh, that one's down. Where's the next
Yeah,
one? I'll move
so
on to
true.
the next one. It's a piece of rubbish.
You're gonna hate
so
Metal
hyped
Gear
up.
Rising then.
Oh,
Those
probably
are geckos
fucking will,
rather
yeah.
than-
Yeah, there'll be Metal Gear.
Yes,
Ray
they are
after
another
Ray.
good
Yeah,
example.
the Ray fight. They are they're terrible weapons.
they're
They just
terrible.
trivialise.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Yeah.
And the problem is, like, they build it up so much,
Right.
like, throughout the game, it's like, the US Marines and Ocelot and all this are fighting for
all
Ray.
these, yeah.
And then it turns out, like you say, Raiden, who's shit anyway, can knock it down with one shot. It's like, why do people care about owning this?
We like Raiden now.
Yeah, but we didn't then.
Yeah.
I
I
don't like his
I
teeth
like
and his metal chin. That fucks me up a bit.
Yeah, it is weird.
Steve, what have you got for us?
Right, like Mike said, I've got a few. There's one I'd like to mention, but I'm not going to, because it's this one. I'm gonna go for the Rocket Launcher from Fallout 3. Do you know that
Which
one?
one's
Mike?
that? Is that the one you load?
That's
like,
the one, right? So you
You
get
just load anything into it.
yeah, anything you want.
You can load like
and
cans.
all you end up doing is just firing like money out of it.
Yeah,
completely.
Because it's the only thing you have that has no weight.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
Well, I can't buy anything in this game anymore.
Exactly.
Might as well shoot it at my
But
enemies.
money in the game is caps, and you get dollars which have no use,
I
and
see
they
what
have
you mean,
zero
yeah.
weight. So you just whack money
Yeah.
in there and fire it, and it doesn't do any
Sounds
damage.
good to
But
me.
it's hilarious
No,
though.
'cause
You
you
can
kind
just
of-
load anything in
No,
that
but
thing.
that's the thing. You look for your inventory and you're like, I don't really want to fire that.
That's true, yeah. I don't want to fire my armor.
Need
Yeah.
money.
The only things worth firing are really heavy, so you wouldn't be carrying them in the first place.
But you weren't like me. You were someone who went around trying to pick up an entire billiard set. So I had an 8-ball, I had all the stripes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
and spots.
fire them, would you?
I would fire them.
You
but
spent
pick
all that
them
time
up.
collecting them.
But you'll find some
Mate,
again.
the gun was
when
built
you're
up.
stuck and that's all you've got left.
Throughout the game, the gun was built up
I'll
to me
fire
as
it.
like this incredible. I was like, shit,
Yeah.
a rocket launcher you can fight anything in the game with.
It takes a while to get it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
There's a bit of
you have to
blueprints
build
and
it,
and you have to fire, yeah.
and then when you eventually get it, you realise there's nothing worth
good
firing from it. And when you do fire from it,
just money.
like I say, it's just pieces
Good
of
one.
paper
That's a good one.
that don't even
Bollocks.
hurt people.
Verdict, bollocks.
Exactly.
Chris, you have another one? Or?
My final disappointing weapon are Vega's claws
You lose.
from Street Fighter.
Ah,
Oh, that is spot on.
Because they look, ooh, scary. And they probably are for the 2 seconds that you've actually got them on your wrist in the fight. And you spend the rest of the 2D fighting game chasing your claws around the screen.
And your mask if you're very lucky.
It's like Captain America's shield in Marvel Superheroes. You throw it and then you've lost it. Well, brilliant. That's why I grew up thinking Captain America was an idiot.
Amazing.
Good one, Cap. Now go get it.
Good.
So yeah, and that's how we round
One
off.
more.
It gets
Deku stick.
Okay. No, but
That's
the Deku stick is
It's
really
snapped
cool.
straight away. Chris, if I give you single banana peel,
What's a single banana peel?
America.
America.
Oh, what? Are you kidding? Defensively,
I've got
mate.
that.
That's why you were That's why you were bottom of the RGF community.
This is a
leaderboard.
great discussion.
Banana is not bad.
Single banana.
No.
No, mate. Invaluable.
No, but
Genius.
it's rubbish though.
Hold it behind
It's
you.
defensive. We're talking about weapons here, not shields. Weapons. It's not a good weapon.
You're an idiot.
It's not a good weapon.
It
is a good weapon.
It's not a good weapon.
People.
It's like saying
have you
Master
never
Chief's
hit,
armor's
have you
weapon.
never hit one banana?
Not very rarely.
If you're skillful, single bananas and green shells are deadly.
Green shell's better, yeah. But I usually hit myself with a green shell.
And now we move on to our favourite weapons.
So ones. Who's gonna start?
Shall we go in reverse
Stripes.
order or start with you again?
Take
Uh,
order.
Yeah.
Christopher
start.
So we start with me. My third favourite weapon of all time
Three. Oh no.
is the shotgun from Doom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have a pen? Cross one off.
Really? Oh, I was quite
Magnificent.
proud when I thought that
That's
one.
amazing.
And I tell you what, when you fire up Doom now in 2012 and you fire that shotgun and it still resonates,
Yeah.
and you think,
It does.
yeah, and you might even get a little erection. I think
Tiny semi.
that it warrants to be in there. It's
Yeah.
obviously Doom. We have so much to thank Doom for, but I think shotguns in games. I think we've got to tip our hat to Doom on that
Indeed.
because disposing of people with a shotgun in that, it still feels as satisfying today, like I said, as it ever
Never
has.
fails.
I think,
The shotgun and Halos. I don't know why.
And obviously the double shotgun as well.
I want to. We've been quite critical of Mac, but Mac summed it up beautifully. He was like, the gun is quite, but it's the sound the gun makes
Yes,
that
yes.
just defines the weapon. It's the most satisfying noise you ever get.
Yeah.
Like watching the enemies crumble with the shotgun is just brilliant. isn't
And
it?
then the reload animation for the double shotgun, like that was probably one of the first reload animations I'd ever seen.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, slick.
a lot of people, you know, when you mention Doom to them, they will think of the shotgun immediately, and rightly so.
I thought there was only
Steve,
gun in it.
Steve,
It's the only gun worth owning. Isn't it?
Steve, what have you got?
I've got so many, but one sticks out. It's not necessarily my number 3.
Yeah.
It's the first gun on my list that I'm like I want to mention no matter what, and it's the Ice Beam from Metroid.
Yes. Nice.
Because it's one of the only weapons that it's a puzzle solver as well. It's just like the portal gun from the start, isn't it? Like you get areas of the game which you like, how the fuck do I get up there?
yeah.
There's just a stupid enemy floating around above my head. Then you get this ice beam,
You
just instantly creates platforms.
you have
all
a
over the place.
revelation, don't you? Like, oh, that fucking bit.
Exactly.
I'm going back there. I'm going back.
And also, it's like it's the only weapon that works against the Metroids, the main enemy of the game. It's like the only thing you can defeat Metroids with is the Ice Beam, and it's just I don't know if it, but no, the game came in '86, so it might be, but it's the only, must be one of the first games that ever sort of used a weapon like that, and so much fun to use, and in like later games as well, they just improve it more and more.
God, I love Prime.
I think the ice thing is interesting because actually for Arkham City, you get the ice grenades in that. That was a similar thing in that there were so many points. That was the one tool in Arkham City that I saw things I had no idea to get there. And when I got the frozen thing, I realised you could throw it in the water and create a little platform. Similar thing, I guess, because ice.
But with like Metroid, like suddenly, like enemies all over them. Like you know, the start of the game where like there's just like 3 enemies and you kill them and you move on. You go get your little bombs and stuff. You go all the way back. You freeze them, you jump on top of them, you climb up, and suddenly there's like a hidden item up there, and it's like Metroid's incredible, and it's just a weapon that just defines the series.
Come on.
Incredible.
Nice.
My one is the Heavenly Sword. From my Heavenly Sword.
Fuck you! I thought you hated Heavenly Sword.
Fucking love it, mate. Yes, so Heavenly Sword's a massively underrated game.
Well, I think you two are the only people who have played
Pretty
it,
much.
right?
But it's underrated for good reason, because there are large sections of the game where you don't actually have the sword, and they're all appalling. Terrible, terrible parts of the game. But when you do get it, some of the combat mechanics are brilliant. And your move list is almost limitless with this sword. There's a crazy amount of things you can do. And it's
Why
just
would they
fun.
take the sword away from you at any point?
Because that,
It's a very plot-driven game. So
Yeah.
there's
Who made this game?
Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory.
Ah, yes,
Play
they're
it.
doing the new
DMC.
Devil May Cry,
Yeah, worrying, isn't it?
where you probably always have a weapon.
Yeah.
But it's a great game. There's a lot of plot points where you really shouldn't have the sword, and it makes sense, but it's just not
The
enjoyable.
thing with the Heavenly Sword was that people compared God of War straight away, but the beauty of the Heavenly Sword was that just by holding 2 different buttons, you could change the combat style. Either it was a giant sword for heavy attacks,
the light
chains for long range attacks, or a little up close double blades,
It's
and you could change that on the fly. The mechanics
Sounds
were
good.
flawed.
It's
And that,
brilliant.
then the entire game was based around that sword. And it was
The combat is brilliant.
I remember seeing an advert for that game, and I was like, "Oh, wicked! Maybe I'll pick up a PS3." And then I saw the price and went, "No."
Thank you.
and of course, Noriko is going to be in Pabra coming
Oh,
out,
yeah.
and she's one of my main characters because I play
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. We need to say that every time,
I don't-
but we call it Pabra.
Camera.
because playing a Eurogame with her, all the stuff there, moving from different kind of combos.
Looking forward to it.
I won that last game.
Ace. Yeah, you're good at Radic. I'm gonna break you down.
I won't be buying it.
Yeah, but I'll make you play with me, and I'm
I
gonna
won't,
beat you.
I won't play it.
You'll buy it for
Bring around
him.
here just to
You'll
beat
buy
you.
me. Yeah, but I'll buy you a copy. You'll see. All right, I'll
if
tell you
you
what
don't
else.
play
I'll
it-
tell you what else I don't want, Mike. I want a BMX. I want a new BMX. Buy me one of
Not
those.
a puppy. Not a puppy.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm reviewing the new Trials DLC,
Oh, wicked.
Origins of Pain, and they've introduced a BMX into it. Not great. Anyway, Mike, what's your favourite weapon? Your first favourite weapon?
Knife gloves. From Dead Rising 2 or Dead Rising, as in both of them are short.
Is this a weapon that you have to make?
Yes.
Okay.
So obviously, there's a lot in Dead Rising. You can make a lot of weapons yourself.
Like the Blanca helmet too.
You can stick a blank helmet with like fireworks in it that blows
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
But the one weapon I played, I had never played Dead Rising 1. I played Dead Rising 2 a fuckload.
I like the first one, but I didn't play the second one.
But all I did was always run back, get a pair of giant boxing gloves, get one knife that somehow then made Wolverine claws in your boxing gloves,
Yeah, break them up.
and that was you then sorted because they slashed through the zombies, and it was satisfying as hell. I don't know why, but in my mind that sticks out as just an incredible weapon. Just massive red gloves, 3 blades in each, just slashing through the zombies. And as soon as it broke, because they went out, run straight back, do it again.
Yeah.
That was it. Brilliant. Love them.
Sweet. My next favourite weapon
Sure.
is the super gravity gun from Half-Life 2.
Oh, nice.
Because the gravity gun was a revolution in gaming, and you can pick up saws and decapitate people, and that's all nice and well and good.
Yeah. Gets a bit bored after a while. You think that's the most it can do. Sure. Yeah.
But the super gravity gun allows you to, if you want, pick up a combine soldier, fire him miles into the air, catch him again, and then repeat.
Yeah.
Until you get bored.
What I love,
Which will never happen. The super gravity gun lets you, fling soldiers through rooms like ragdolls, tear computer terminals off the wall.
ripping shit off the wall and just
Yeah.
taking down striders with
It's
it.
too good.
It's amazing.
The super gravity gun is something that I want.
I,
now,
Is it
please.
ever called the super?
Scientists.
Is it ever named?
the
or is it
beautiful
just
thing
kind of-
about it, I think I've said this maybe before, but the most beautiful thing about it is the fact that no one, when they played the game, didn't think, "Oh, it'd be wicked if you could like grab the soldiers and stuff with
Yeah.
the gravity gun." Like you're using the gravity gun, you're
just
flying
do it,
things
yeah.
around. And you're like, "I wish you could," and then bam, end of the game they do it, and it's just incredible. It's just the most brilliant part of any game, really.
And you said that your mate said, and I think this completely perfectly sums it up. It's like, you go from an underpowered regular Joe off the streets, and you come back like Arnie in Commando, and you can just blow everything away, but in a really, really cool, sciencey way, because he's Gordon. It stays thematic.
They even like any idea that isn't what they're trying to do is backed up the fact that you get like you can up your health, you up your armor to like 200. Your armor's doubled. Your health goes up. There's all those. It's just made to blatantly be like, don't worry about.
Can you catch the energy balls they fire from?
Yeah. You can catch the energy balls. You got to use them to take down the strike.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's wicked.
Steve, next weapon, please.
Right. Oh god, the railgun from Quake 2.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Beautiful.
Railguns similar in Quake 3.
Yeah,
it's similar. It's not as
the railgun is awesome.
It's not as in Quake 2. Like it's the first time you get the railgun in any of these kind of games.
Yeah.
It's exhilarating.
And it's just incredible. Like it's the most. It's like a sniper gun. Sniper, but you're just picking people off with this incredible, powerful gun.
Well, because the reload time's so slow, it's you gotta get good with it.
The noise it makes.
It's risk reward as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, if you miss, you're fucked.
Exactly.
If you get it, you are king of the fucking hill.
I've just thought something should be really cool anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm demanding he does it right now.
Okay.
It's going to be a bit more editing, but I want the weapon noise of
I
every
want
one
it
of
to
these
actually,
weapons for each one of these. And I solely want to hear the railgun noise right now.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible.
Yeah, no worries.
Some you don't need like boxing knife gloves, you don't really need it, but other stuff you're like, there's some you can do.
I'm gonna have to find a noise for it now, aren't I, Steve?
And then you get the quad damage. Chuck that in there with
Wow.
the railgun.
Wow.
Those tank commanders ain't got a clue.
It's great. It's a good one. Nice.
Crawford, speak weapon now.
So in Zone of the Enders 2,
Oh no, game no knows. Oh no.
there's
Delving deep.
a weapon called the Vector Cannon.
Shift to vector cannon mode. All energy lines connected. Landing gear and climbing irons dropped. Inner chamber pressure rising normally. Light ring has started revolving. Ready to fire. Cancel vector cannon mode.
Which is just amazing.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
Because this weapon is so powerful. Now, you're a flying robot in Zone of the Enders 2. You can't use it while you're flying. You have to land. And this thing takes 10 seconds to charge up and prepare to fire. And there's a load of like story points where you have to use it to do certain things. But fuck that.
Sounds
I'm
amazing.
using this on normal
Vector
enemies
cannon.
because it's so powerful and amazing. And it just shoots this fucking huge laser out. And it goes around in a semicircle. It's amazing. It's genuinely amazing. The
Sounds
feeling
good.
inside
I
you.
need to play
You're getting buzzed just talking.
Sounds
Just
awesome.
talking
I
about
want
it.
to hold one right now.
There's only Enders
talking
HD
about
collections
it.
coming out.
I
so-
can't fucking wait.
I've never played them before, but
Never
I
played
assume
them.
they're good.
They definitely were. No, maybe not the first one.
A lot
But
of
the second one's
Maybe I'll
definitely
get the
worth
second one,
playing.
yeah.
Vector
Like-
cannon.
and hold on.
Fire it. Kill shit.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Best kind of gun.
cool,
Best
cool.
kind of gun. Mike said that. Best kind of gun. Yeah. I'm next, by the way. If you want to hurry up.
Yeah, so my next one, I'm going to go with the Fat Boy from Fallout 3. Because that is the antithesis of the rocket launcher.
Yeah,
it is the biggest, baddest motherfucker in that game. I love that.
I've got an.
It basically, it's a, you get out, it's a rickety old looking piece of crap, but it basically launches a mini nuclear bomb.
Right,
and it's
what
incredible.
have you got?
Hasn't there been enough
No,
nuclear explosions
never.
in Fallout?
Not in Fallout, clearly.
It's true though. The whole game's based around it.
And
not-
yeah, that's,
not
why,
really-
that's why I love it. It is you fire and you always feel a bit guilty because you
part
are
of the
adding-
problem, really.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you find some death claw, when you stumble across a level
It's a great
20
weapon.
death claw
Or even more
nest.
importantly, when you decide to try and kill forks for once.
Yeah, exactly.
And you spend
Yeah.
about 20
What?
minutes firing about 4 of them, man.
I was tempted to put this on my worst weapons.
Oh,
list
no.
Because I'm always trying to find a good opportunity to, like, a
Yeah.
sensible chance to use
'Cause
it.
it's so
there
overkill,
aren't any.
yeah.
There aren't any.
Death
You
claws.
only use this in stupid
Death
situations
claws.
where you don't need to,
Or the super
which is
mutants.
great.
Because I always played a really good playthrough, as I always do. It was that like if I was going through the game and I accidentally like picked up and stole something and got bad karma, I'd be like, well, better reload. Before I do that,
Yeah.
might as
Oh,
well
of
unload
course.
this fat boy
Yeah,
into this town of
absolutely.
people, and it was just
Absolutely.
always
Everyone's ripped up Megaton.
yeah.
with
It was
Fat
what's
Boy.
what's
You have
the
to.
what's the town in that?
The amount of massacres I go on in Skyrim,
Yeah.
like, well, I'm going to reload.
Yeah.
Literally, what would it be like if I killed everybody
Yeah.
in every town?
Exactly.
Dinner time. Okay. 1 second.
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
but you
yeah,
can't do
yeah.
that any faster with
Yeah.
the fat boy because that's just
But speaking of weapons that you discover too late, does this happen to anybody else? Like, Do you get into a room of enemies and it's really hard and you clear all the enemies eventually and you're like, ooh, I've done it. And then after the dust settles, you find a rocket launcher, a mounted minigun, infinite grenades, and the kill everything in the room gun.
The most annoying.
I'm so sick of that happening.
It's always the turret. It's always like you've killed you've wasted all your ammo and you got 3 health, and then you look and there's like a mounted turret.
Yeah,
it's just like aims at everyone, and you go on it. And it's like you just shoot a bit. You have to. Yeah,
that happens in Uncharted Fair, but you play it through a level and you think you usually end up dying because you usually have to use the rocket launcher.
Happens to me all the time.
But you think you have to do it, and you eventually realise, oh, there's 7 rocket launchers.
Yeah, in Uncharted,
which is a criticism of the game because it forces you to use guns. You should be able to do it without it, but whatever.
Are we back round to me then?
Yes.
So I guess this is my top weapon.
Sure.
The Master Sword.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
yes.
You see that sword? It's hanging above my head right now, not the actual one, but
it's falling out.
Like when I see that sword, I'm like, yeah. Do you know what? True. Everything's gonna be okay. Sometimes I just want to take that sword and the Hylian shield in my hand and go sort shit out.
Yeah.
It's as much of a character in the Zelda games as Link and Ganon and Zelda themselves, and you don't get a more iconic blade that you'd want to use to, kill the same enemy.
Can you imagine if, it wasn't in the next game?
Yeah.
You'd just be like...
But it isn't. It's not in...
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's called Darksiders 2.
It's not in Wind Waker, is it?
Everyone's ignoring you.
Huh?
It's not in Wind Waker.
It's the first sword. I thought it was the only sword in Wind Waker.
No, it's not the only sword.
But then, surely you finished Skyward Sword. I haven't finished it yet, but I think the whole point is that Fee is the Master Sword.
Yes, it's the early incarnation of the Master Sword.
I still want to finish the game because I think there's some interesting tie-ins, but also it's cool. Yeah.
Can't get past the combat.
Okay.
Master Sword.
Yeah. Steve,
I think it was your turn.
Master Sword's a great shout.
Oh no, see,
that's not the theme tune.
Come on, Steve. What you got? Come on, you got a long list, but
it's from a game that I haven't even played that much.
Oh, shit!
But I always remember it because it was like I've never used a weapon like it before. It's the Redeemer from Unreal Tournament. Now,
excellent weapon.
Unreal Tournament is obviously a very, very good game.
Headshot.
But the Redeemer was this I remember finding it on one map, and it was like this sort of massive rocket launcher that you picked up, and you got hired, and you fire it, and then it was the first time I'd ever used a weapon like this, where you then become the bullet, and you just fly around the map, and obviously your character's just hiding. You know you're static. If you get shot, you get shot, and then you just direct it towards someone, and when it blows up, it's like the nuke thing you were talking about. It just creates this massive explosion that takes out 10 enemies.
Nice.
But it was just. The first, like I say, it stands in my mind because when I played, first time I played that game, I got that weapon. I was like, "Whoa, what is this?"
It's a good shout.
It's like the Nikita in.
I couldn't believe. Yeah, it's like, but just first person controlling a nuke and just
that's cool.
taking
You don't
out.
hear many arguments from that. I mean, I played more Perfect Dark than I did Unreal, and you could fly a Slayer rocket by wire, and you could control it, and that's always a great time.
Like when we talk about great weapons,
so intense to get close.
It's always been the one that's I've played so many other games with great weapons. But
don't doubt those instincts, Steve. You're right. You're hearing no contest.
Exactly, it's an incredible weapon.
So my favourite all-time weapon is actually from Devil May Cry 4, which is a pretty bad game.
Yeah.
But the reason that a lot of people... It is a bad game, but that's because there's 25 levels. And you play the first 12 of them as this new fucking loser who's not the main character of the series, and it's really bad.
Trish?
Virgil.
Nero.
Oh, Nero.
And he's only got one weapon. He's got one weapon for all this. It's really boring. But a lot of people don't actually get far enough to realise that at chapter 13 you actually get to use Dante again. And
why would you do that?
You only play as him for 10 stages.
He's on the front cover.
I know.
No, he's with he's as well, isn't he? He's got both of them on the front.
That's like if Star Wars Episode 2, after the first 20 minutes, was just Jar Jar. 20 minutes of Jedi's and then Jar Jar's big day out.
That would have improved.
It was just as bad as that. But yeah, you get to play as Dante for the middle third of the game, and it's fantastic for the short amount of time that it lasts. And he gets this weapon called Pandora, which the idea of it is it's Pandora's box, and it's in the form of a suitcase, and it can literally do anything. It's a sword, it's a gun, it's a rocket launcher, it's a spaceship that he can fly around, he can throw it as a boomerang.
He wasn't kidding. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
You can do anything.
That's
mate.
cool, man.
And
Oh,
it
now I wanna
just
finish my-
the amount of combos that you can come up with this weapon is just
So
ridiculous.
is the second half of Devil May Cry 4 the greatest game you've
it's
ever played?
fucking
Middle
excellent.
third.
Because
Middle
it
third.
sounds
It
brilliant.
really
Middle
is
third,
brilliant.
sorry, yeah.
It really is brilliant to play as him again.
I love Devil May Cry, but yeah, the
And
fourth
then
game.
near the end, you get to go back to the other guy, which is shit.
Sick.
But those few precious moments with that weapon.
Do you have a save file I can
sounds
borrow?
awesome.
Oh yes, I do.
Can I
sir.
just borrow? Can I play that bit?
Very much
Oh
so.
yes, you
Borrow me a save.
Can I borrow your save? I won't get any trophies for it. Does that have trophies?
it's worth it.
Right. So the final weapon I'm going to throw out there,
And this is the final weapon out
Yeah.
of our individual top threes.
and this is, I think everyone should know that with these weapons, they should just know that these are the best weapons. Like, you know, that's all you need. If you were ever in a, had to choose them to go into war,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
is what you
true.
take. Because this is the killer Manila. It's the cerebral bore from Turok.
It takes their brain out.
It's
Brain.
just it's kind of like the blue shell in that it just tracks someone down and then just takes their fucking brain out. I just remember because it had that blue shell effect of you see someone shit, they've got the cerebral bore and everyone just scatters, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna find you wherever
See,
you go.
this gun is like
brilliant.
it's the complete opposite of the GoldenEye one that Chris. In that, if you ever look at best weapon lists, it's always
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
there. That
Yeah.
and the gravity gun and the crowbar, which we didn't mention.
Sure.
But yeah,
We wanna mention
that
it, but-
cerebral bore is just.
It's hilarious. It was inventive.
I
It was-
can
it was
imagine
good.
it's hilarious,
The
especially
is.
in N64 graphics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's what I mean.
ridiculous.
But the gore was, and it was just
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gory. And I've got to say,
brutal.
at that age, the age that we were at when that
Yeah,
game
yeah.
was out, gore was all you needed. It was before you got interested in girls, and it was all about blood and. Ugh.
But it was that ultimate power up as you get it, and it was like everyone scatters, but it's a home
Amazing.
it's a home missile that'll just track you down and shoot out your
Was
brains.
it a multiplayer game then?
Yeah, it was in 4-player multiplayer, split screen. Yeah, brilliant. Love it. Love that gun.
Yeah, you hear it mentioned a lot, definitely. And
Right, so-
not my favourite weapon from Turok.
Bow and arrow.
Turok 1 had loads of great guns in it as well, like the fusion cannon, and I forget the name of that gun that you had to collect the pieces of. The Chronoceptor was what it was called. And that, like the fusion cannon in Turok 1, took a while to charge up, shook, and then just... And then the whole screen would just go white. And then when the white went away, you'd see like a blue kind of
brilliant.
just like bomb just expanding. It's absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you what else I love from Turok, and it was from Turok 2, and it's called the Razor Wind. And it was that
Ooh.
frisbee
Yes.
with the blades around it, and you could throw it,
Yeah.
and it would clear a small
Yeah.
room because it'd ricochet off all the rooms.
Yeah, that's good.
Or off all the walls, rather. And when you caught the Razor Wind, it would be covered in blood.
Yes.
And you're like,
I am Turok.
yes.
Turok used to be wicked. I mean, that was a game that was killed by its high def version.
Well,
It just was killed by it.
It was also a way that it was a shame that it kind of came out when GoldenEye came out, because when Turok 2 came out, it was GoldenEye time, and it was kind of lost. But yeah, Turok
of
1 and
played
2
movies.
and the other ones.
Dinosaur Hunter.
Turok 1 Dinosaur Hunter, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. By the way, if Ready Game Fire cheats. If you want to unlock all the weapons in Turok 2 for the N64, go into the cheats and enter the following code. Beware, Oblivion is at hand. Now that might actually be for Turok 1. Try it in both. Try it yourself. Anyone got
If
any?
you've still got the game, you probably know already.
Anyone got any honourable mentions before we
I'll
close
chuck
this
my
up?
last two on, which were Laptop Gun from Perfect Dark.
Sure.
Very cool.
Great choice.
Great sound.
Yeah.
And the Portal Gun. Oh, sorry, the Aperture Science handheld portal device.
It's an interesting one because it's less weapony, but
Yeah.
But not when you're taking out little kind of little turrets against each other and dropping them
Indeed.
to each other.
we
so
did read the same article today, didn't we?
Passive
did, yeah.
aggressive.
passive aggressive weaponry, and
Yeah.
you know, just a great device as well. Steve, you got a long old list there. We'll
I've
have
got
some.
a few. I'll chuck out some. I got right, Blaze of Chaos. Didn't get much love.
Yeah, but they're a bit obvious.
classic.
But we love
Zen Shot.
Okay. Brilliant.
Oh my god, the
Peggle.
Zen shot from Peggle.
Oh, yeah.
That's genius.
Just changes everything.
That's genius.
No one loses when they got Zen Shot.
That
I
win
took so
again.
long. You were like, no, to get the million pointer, you got to use Zen shot. I was like, no, I'm going to use
Always.
Squiddy's laser bolt, but no, yeah, Zen shot
Got Earthworm Jim from Earthworm Jim.
himself. Yeah.
Just using himself as a weapon. It's pretty
One
good.
hit kill.
Red Shell is obviously
Yeah, that's the best.
going to be a classic.
Yeah, what's better than that? Though? 3 red shells.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what you. I got the Metal Swords from Mega Man 2. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Fire it in all directions.
Does
8
the
directions. Take that. Super Sheep
Yeah.
was on my list?
and Holy Hand Grenade.
Holy
both
Hand
getting love.
Grenade.
I think I'll rank Holy Hand Grenade over just because
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
I love it.
Holy
And
Hand
it's
Grenade,
point
it
by
used to have a better noise. Now
Yes.
they've changed the Hallelujah.
Changed
It
it,
sounds
haven't
good.
they? Yeah.
They haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
I noticed
when
that.
it was first done, it
They
was.
probably got sued by Christians
Or Monty Python.
to change it.
God and shit.
Ivy's sword from Soul Calibur.
Yes.
Sword slash whip.
Yeah,
on
the
my
sword whip.
list.
Either way,
Genius.
It's awesome.
brilliant. And my flower gun from Grim Fandango.
No.
Well, I think it's the flower petals from Flower.
No.
And the crowbar.
It's
we
a gun
can
that
put the crowbar in
turns.
there, clearly.
That you shoot and
Half-Life.
it turns your enemies into flowers.
And that's our favourite and least favourite weapons in gaming history.
Weaponized.
And that was episode 34
Biggie.
of the Ready Game Fire podcast. Please look at our YouTube channel. Obviously, it's Ready Game Fire. You can see our Eurogamer footage. All of our podcasts are on there. At least most of them are on there, and the rest of them will be on there very, very soon. But yeah, we've got some other great videos, including the WWE 13 press conference, if you're into that. It's got many, many hits, and I'm enjoying watching people argue and be racist.
That's YouTube for you. Do you want me to take them out?
No, please. We'll discuss them next time. If you get this podcast through iTunes, it only takes a few seconds. Please write us a review and subscribe and rate us. We need that. It helps us get noticed. Tweet us, Ready Game Fire. Find us on Facebook, Ready Game Fire. And if you've got anything you desperately, desperately need to tell us in more than 140 characters, it's contact@readygamefire.co.uk. I've been your host, Chris Fox. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Steve.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from Mike.
How long do you think of these?
Just
What
on
are
the
you
spot
doing?
right there.
No, I was because I wanted to talk about the actual length of them, because in everyone's top 5 bits, you know, on the video, Sonny, Steve, Chris, this is the game, this is why it's on the list, the end. Mike,
You had some long ones.
just going on and on. In one of the videos I go to, yeah, you can end it by yourself. You don't wait for a signal from me, because it just it just keeps on going. It's like if no one ever says stop,
Yeah, exactly.
who knows how long it'd be here. And it's goodbye from Ryan Crawford.
Peace out, single ladies.
You're married.
He's
man.
married.
That is sick.
See you next time on episode 35, Ready Game Fire.
Oh, I forgot.